Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the show, everybody. Yeah. Thank you all for being here.
You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm a loner, Daddy.
A rebel.
On the horizon, sky is blue, no denying. News with skyjack.
Nice to see you, everybody.
Bright and early new dawn. Every headline, every story gives your morning some glory. Stay informed, stay tuned as the day greets new blue.
Good morning, headlines.
Headlines with Skyjack Morgan. Start your day just fine.
Information for you, darling.
Coffee in your cup used to fill you right up. Cleansing weather on the go. Morning show you need to know. Join us on this daily ride with your
All right, welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm
pouring myself some shitty coffee.
Sky will keep you well supplied.
Blah.
Good
Good morning, headlines.
Skyjack Morgan. Start your day just fine. Information for you, darling.
Yes. Yes. This is the show in the morning. This is your morning show. Welcome. For coffee stat. IV coffee stat. I see 4. You say IV, I see 4. I see the Roman numeral 4. You say IV, I see 4. I don't know what's wrong with me. What's wrong with me is probably that I'm still drinking. I've got a little bit of that tiny bit at the bottom of Nescafe. And then I'm finally done with this bottle of Nescafe that someone left me. And I'm going to go to the store today. Today. I'm going to buy myself some coffee. Hey, today we're also going to be on the Watching Humans podcast. That'll be fun. Aren't you excited? I think I'm pretty excited about that. It'll be fun to hang out with Skylar Thomas. Double sky action. 2 skies is too much. 2 skies is too many. It's one too many. Nescafe sucks, man. But hey, what am I supposed to do? Throw in the garbage? Is that what I'm supposed to? Am I just supposed to waste? Waste not, want not. You know, that's what they say. I'm just trying to make my way in this world, Nurse Rod. I don't make this world. I just ended up in here. Satanic Steven knows what I'm talking about. Stephen? Steven? I think it's Steven. Some people say Stephen. I'm sure people call you Stephen all the time. Stephen? One of my best friends is named Steven and is PH. And every time we go out to eat or something, they go, Stephen? Every time. Stephen? But it's Steven. It's Steven, man. That's what it is. Stream Elements is running. Hell yeah, man. That's pretty hot. All right, so this is really fun. Yesterday I went, people came over to my house to look at it to see if they want to buy my house. And that was exciting. I didn't know what to do, so I was just playing guitar when they got there. So I just kept playing guitar when they got there. And I just played more quietly so they can look at the house. And they're like, great view. And I said, yeah, thank you. I really like it. It's great. Do you want to buy my house? I feel so odd. It feels so odd opening up your house and being like, hey, would you like to buy this place where I live? I've never done it before, I've never done it. Yeah, I figured it was Steven. Stefan? It's a strange phenomenon thinking about like selling your house, going and having people walk through it. Should I take off my shoes? No, I'll leave your shoes on. Normally, go ahead. You don't know what to do. It's the first time I've ever had someone in my house looking around trying to kick the tires, see if they want it. It's a strange phenomenon. Hey, Ben from Berlin. It's weird that we do it. It's weird that this is how we do these things. I feel like it's weird. But hey, if this is how we do it, this is how we do it. I didn't make this world. I just have to live in it. You didn't make this world. You just have to live in it. We just do these things. We go with the flow, right? That's what I'm good at. I'm good at going with the flow. I'm such a natural to it. I love just going with the flow. I'm a natural. It's just the way I am, going with the flow. I just let things happen. I never question them. I just let it happen. And of course not. I'm sitting there like over-analyzing everything. I wonder if they're liking this. I wonder if I should have done this. Should I vacuumed here like I vacuumed there? Maybe I should have mopped the floors. Maybe I should have done this. And it's like, man, do you want to buy the house? You can, when you move in, you can paint the walls any color you want, But when someone comes in and you're like, yeah, okay, well, you're in the house, I guess. Like, do you like the colors of my house? Would you like to buy it? Sorry, I didn't redo the bathrooms and put granite countertops in. That's the other thing that's crazy. People will literally take thousands of dollars and buy granite countertops or redo the bathrooms and then move away. It's like if I had the money to put granite countertops and redo the bathroom, I'd have stayed. I'm trying to get out of here. You got more money than me? You do it. What is this thing? Oh, well, if it had better bathrooms. I don't know if like everything in my house is a little older. I haven't really like renovated it. It works. Everything works. But I'm not sitting here like putting new countertops in or anything. You know what I mean? It's more like everything works. Yeah. Take a chill pill, Bill. That's what I'm trying to do. It's hard to take a chill pill. MAGA is eating MAGA, and they are stoked about it. Have you heard? They are having such a good time. They're having such a good time. They're celebrating. Donald Trump is celebrating. Big win. Big win for Donald Trump. He has destroyed that guy who wanted to release the Epstein files. Why would Donald Trump worry so much? Why does Donald Trump hate the guy who wanted to release the Epstein files so much? Don't you wonder about that? Why would he hate that guy? It's so weird. Like, if you're going to hate anybody, why hate the guy who just wanted the Epstein files released? What's the big deal? Like, is it because because Donald Trump is a sex offender, child pornographer? Is it because he hurts children? Yeah, that's probably it. Like, do you ever wonder why, out of all the people Donald Trump chooses to attack, it's this congressperson from Kentucky, and it's because his big thing was the Epstein files. He wanted them released, and for some reason, Donald Trump got all his billionaire friends to destroy Tom Massey. I mean, I'm not a fan of Tom Massey. He's kind of, he's super, super Republican. He votes everything as Republican. He's trying to he's not a great guy. But all he did was want these Epstein files released. And Donald Trump destroyed him. Does that seem weird to you? I think it seems. Does it seem? Let me know in the chat if it makes it feel a little weird. Does it make it feel a little weird?
The White House is celebrating tonight after President Trump's candidate beat out incumbent Republican Representative Thomas Massey in a primary in Kentucky's 4th congressional district. It's the latest in a series of successful attempts by the president to.
He worked with Democrats more than any other Republican. In what way? What did he work with them on? And what do you mean more than any Republican? It was quite normal for Democrats to work with Republicans on things that they both cared about, like the Epstein files. That used to be normal. It's not normal anymore. So what did he do? Can you name me one thing that would earn him this Republican ire? Why? How? Massey pissed off the lizard people. Well, him and Ro Khanna is the main one. Yeah, him and Ro Khanna about the Epstein files. That's what they worked on together. Him and Ro Khanna. Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie wanted the Epstein files. And that's all they really worked on together. Not much else. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's about it. And yet the Republicans have a big problem with him. Big problem with guys that want to release the names of the people who molested children. Weird.
Pick off his political opponents. White House Communication Director Stephen Chung.
This is my favorite, Stephen Chung. Stephen Chung, White House Comm Director. Okay, what did he say? What measured response would Stephen Chung release? Let's see. Let's see what he says.
This. Do not ever doubt President Trump and his political power. Around, find out.
Do not ever doubt our supreme leader. Our supreme leader. Don't you ever doubt our supreme leader and his political power. That's weird. Fuck around and find out. It's weird that fuck around and find out became the Nazi rally cry. That's a weird thing to happen. I didn't see that happening. I didn't see that coming around the mountain. Did you? Did you see that coming, that was going to be the Nazi cry? Fuck around and find out. Don't ever doubt the power of Donald Trump. Don't ever doubt the power, the political power of the one and only true leader. Wow. USA, you pay taxes to vet your pedophiles and terrorists. You are in no position to tell anyone about anything. You should drink a big cup of shut the fuck up. Hey, here we are. I'm not going to shut the fuck up, though, nitty nutty. I'm paying taxes to pedophiles, man. I'm paying taxes to pedophiles. How am I supposed to shut up about that? I'm upset about the chomocracy. Nitty nutty, how do you feel about the chomocracy? Are you into it? Are you into it? Seems like you might be into it. Are you into it? Do you like the chomocracy? I'm against it. I'm against it. When we can't vote with the opposition on even one effing issue, we are truly effed. Yes, exactly right. We can't even, especially when that issue is, child trafficking. Yeah, if we can't be bipartisan on the whole child trafficking thing, then maybe we are truly a chomocracy and everything needs to end. Maybe this great experiment of the United States of America, it needs to stop, guys. This can't keep going. It can't. It's a problem. Man, oh man, oh man. Stephen Chung, here we go.
Massie, who has represented the district since 2012, drew Trump's ire after bucking the party and the president on...
Bucking the party and the president. Man, that's the thing. If you don't serve the people of Kentucky anymore there, Tom Massie, the people of Kentucky can suck it. You serve the party and the president. Yes, that's not how it's supposed to work. Yes, that's exactly what the founders were afraid of when they started talking about parties and shit. But hey, here we are.
Key votes. Ed Galrain, a farmer and former Navy SEAL recruited by Trump, beat Massie in what became the most expensive U.S. House primary on record.
Most expensive U.S. House primary. So not only did he get rid of Thomas Massie, but he spent the most money ever doing it. Ever. The United Slaves of Israel. Hey, we're not their slaves. We're their rent-a-cops, okay? We get paid. Slaves don't get paid. We get paid, man. Come on.
I would have come out soon.
There he is. There he is. Here he is. Here he is. He would have come out sooner. Oh, look at all the babies on the stage. Don't shoot us. Don't shoot us. We have babies. We have the babies on stage. We have the babies on stage. Don't do anything crazy.
But I had to call my opponent and concede, and it took a while to find Ed Galrain in Tel Aviv.
Wow. I wanted to come out earlier, but my boy Ed Galrain, he was in Tel Aviv. That's funny shit, man.
They used a lot of dirty tricks, but we stayed the course. We didn't bend a knee. We didn't throw a foul ball. We didn't do any of those things.
Don't throw a foul ball. What is it with these guys? Don't use sports metaphors. You don't throw a foul ball. You hit a foul ball, right? You don't throw a foul ball. How do you throw a foul ball? We didn't throw a foul ball. What's this guy talk about? Did I miss baseball class? What did I throw a foul?
We didn't kneecap anybody. We had lots of opportunities to try a lot of
Rest in peace, Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding, right? Didn't kneecap anybody. We didn't have to kneecap nobody. We ain't no Tanya Harding over here.
stuff like that, and we never did it. We ran a clean race.
I want to thank President Trump for his support.
This is so creepy, man. I want to thank President Trump for his billionaire friends who spent more money on this primary election than any other primary election in the history of America. I also want to thank Donald Trump for bringing fascism to America and making America uber alles. I also want to thank Donald Trump for saving me and for taking my place on the cross. He took our place by putting himself up there as the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you, Donald Trump. I also want to thank Donald Trump for fathering all of my children and being the best, most virile man who ever lived. One more person I can't forget is Donald Trump. I thank you. Thank you, Donald Trump, for truly making this America great again. Thank you. I'm a former and also a Navy SEAL.
His endorsement and his counsel as I navigated this campaign, which
I also want to thank Donald Trump for being the king of the lizard people. Making this place lizardy again. Make America lizardy again.
is a journey.
How come he doesn't have any babies on the stage? No babies? No babies? You don't have any babies to bring on stage? Where are the babies?
Of unto itself.
When I see somebody win a primary election, I expect to see babies on the stage. God damn it. Where are my babies? How do I know you didn't eat all the babies? You're clearly a lizard person. The reason why non-lizardy people bring babies up on the stage is to prove we don't eat babies. You see any babies up here? Do you see any babies? I don't see one baby.
And for his courageous leadership of our nation at this critical time.
Critical!
I want to emphasize that. This critical time in
You really... I want to... Fuck. At this critical time. I want to emphasize it. Critical! It's a junction for America. It's either let them commie bastards win or let the good old lizard people win.
in history. Thank you, Mr. President.
A look at the White House.
I mean, was my impersonation any different really than the actual thing? Thank you, Mr. President, for also making America lizarded again. Mala, he's under baby. Dude, he didn't have any babies over there. He didn't have no babies whatsoever. We need, if you win a primary, or you better have babies on that. We need babies on there.
House behind us this morning after an unprecedented settlement to end President Trump's lawsuit against the IRS.
As ABC's Lionel Moise explains, there's been a lot of reaction to the deal, with some critics saying it could violate the separation of powers.
It might. You mean the president's suing himself? Do you mean to tell me the president sued the IRS, settled with the IRS, so now the IRS is taking tax money, my money, and giving him $2 billion to his friends so that he can distribute it as he sees fit? Okay. Cool. And you know what else? They also are making it so the IRS can no longer investigate the Trump clan. What a fucking world I'm living in.
This morning, critics reacting to an extraordinary move by the Justice Department, now declaring the IRS will be forever barred and precluded from prosecuting or pursuing pending tax claims against President Trump, his family, and
Forever barred and precluded from prosecuting or pursuing pending tax claims. So if he ever does anything with any kind of tax fraud, because he's been guilty of it for a very, very long time, not anymore. Can't do it anymore.
their companies. One tax policy expert calling that a breathtaking abuse of the tax and legal system.
Sure is.
It's an addendum to Trump's settlement with the IRS over leaking his tax returns. The administration is also defending a fund stemming from that settlement, $1.8 billion of taxpayer money that will be used to compensate people who claim they were mistreated by the Biden Justice Department.
If you claim to have been mistreated by Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, you get a piece of that $1.8 billion. I hope you were mistreated, because you deserve some of that. You deserve some of that, right? Caterpillar gets it. Caterpillar, you get it. All hail Trump. Man, that's the vibe. The retired cop who posted, "We just have to get over it," about Charlie Kirk's murder and was subsequently arrested and jailed, was just awarded almost $1 million for wrongful arrest. I mean, that's nice. We just have to get over it. I mean, poor Charlie Kirk. He's taking it all 3 holes these days, that poor bastard. Poor guy. Poor guy.
A group that could include people charged in connection with the January 6th attack on the Capitol.
Will individuals who assaulted Capitol Hill police officers be eligible for this fund?
Yes.
Well, as it explained,
Will
anybody
they
is
be just let me know if they're eligible for the fund.
anybody in this country is eligible to apply.
Yes, they are eligible for the fund. They're giving money to January 6th rioters, and we're gonna pay them. We're gonna pay them because they were mistreated.
If they believe they were victim of weaponization.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche is promising transparency, while Democrats claim it will be a slush fund for Trump allies. Senator Elizabeth Warren calling it
I mean, that's clearly what it's not really a slush. I guess it sort of is a slush fund. Is it a slush fund? It's $1.8 billion. That's a lot of goddamn money that you and I are on the hook for. You and I are paying for this. And he's going to split it up with him and his cronies. You could call it a slush fund, I guess, but that sounds too fancy. It's just a payoff. It's a cash grab. It's theft. He just stole from the American people. Again, Donald Trump just stole from the American people in a way no president has ever even thought of, man. It's pretty novel. It's a novel idea. You know, you can just go ahead and sue the IRS while you're president. Every president from now on should do that. If I become president, immediately I'm going to sue the federal government because I'm in charge of the federal government now, right? I'm going to sue the federal government and I'm going to award myself $2 billion right off the top. Psh, first day. Day one. Day one. What are you going to do your first day as president, Skyjack Morgan? I'm going to sue the IRS and then I'm going to settle and give myself $1.8 billion. That's the plan. Perfect plan. I'm also going to be the head of Chevron. The first day I'm the CEO of Chevron, I'm going to sue Chevron and award myself $1.8 billion. It's a brilliant idea. Never heard of anybody doing anything like this. It is the most obviously corrupt, disgusting thing I've seen, I think. This is funding neo-Nazi militias, Christian nationalist extremists, and other hate groups to expand and arm themselves in case he gets impeached and we try to remove him by force. I mean, sure. I mean, that's perfect. Yeah. I'm with you on that. So $1.8 billion is a lot of money to give to the Proud Boys to buy guns. Stand down and stand by. Stand by and stand ready. That could be it. Chevron has aircraft carriers now. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. And oligarchs are building nuclear power plants. It's so strange. 1,150 square feet, 3-bed, 3-bath. What is this? Cool. Sell it, baby. Sell it. And maggers are bragging that Trump doesn't take a paycheck. I know, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't take a paycheck, though. He doesn't take a paycheck. Huh? He doesn't need to take a paycheck.
Same level of corruption, even for Trump. This is Vice President Vance in a White House briefing.
Did anybody watch this one? This one was a doozy. This guy, I can't believe I watched this shit live.
Refused to rule out payments for January 6 defendants when pressed by ABC's chief Washington correspondent, Jonathan Karl.
We do have people who were accused of attacking law enforcement.
No. We have people who were convicted of attacking law enforcement, not accused, convicted of attacking law enforcement. But hey, I thought you guys were the pro cops people. I thought you guys loved cops.
That doesn't mean that we're going to completely ignore some of the claims that they're going to make.
As for the settlement barring audits of President Trump's taxes, experts say it's a form of presidential immunity that could shield Trump from significant financial liability. Some, though, are questioning whether the Justice Department even has that authority. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
They were accused. Hey guys, they were accused. They didn't actually do anything. Don't you worry, honey pie. Don't you worry, honey pie. Everything's going to be all right. Hopefully their screams are heard for generations. Oh, no. I mean, they won't be. Convicted and pardoned. We have people who were convicted and pardoned of assaulting police officers. That doesn't mean we're not going to give them part of this $1.8 billion, you see. J.D. Vance really showed how evil he was yesterday. I mean, this guy... That speech yesterday, that press conference, he's like, you see, you give a speech and then you don't even ask a question. And they're like, he did ask a question. He said, how are you? Why is it okay to cover up all this corruption? Why is it okay? Why is this all right? And you don't want to answer. Like, people were asked, there were some journalists who were actually asked. Caitlin Collins asked a couple of questions. But man, J.D. Vance, one evil mofo, man. One evil mofo for show.
The Texas U.S. Senate runoff race takes a dramatic turn after President Trump officially endorsed Ken Paxton over incumbent Senator John Cornyn yesterday. This last-minute move.
That was early 2021. 2021 it was. It was great times. 2021 was good times. For some reason, my... this stupid machine, my comments are sluggish for some reason. I live in southern Indiana right now, next to Kentucky state line, next to Massey's district, and literally everyone I talked to loved Massey. He was highly popular, loved even. Nobody I heard of talked of Gallerin. Well, Gallerin won the primary, so these parties, the party wins. Vote in primaries, people. The rest of the election doesn't matter. Primaries are the only thing that matters in America.
Move could shake up one of the most watched races in the country. Daniel Peralt has more.
I was waiting on a little announcement. Did y'all see that?
Cheers at an event in Allen as Texas Attorney General Ken.
You wanted screams. Why are you devastated? Don't be devastated. We got screams. Do you want this? You want to hear the screams of a generation? I mean, this is. There you go. There's the scream of a generation.
Paxton celebrated bagging the top prize, President Donald Trump's endorsement in the GOP Senate primary.
His endorsement, in my opinion, is the most significant endorsement that in my lifetime. So when he endorses, it has a tremendous impact.
On Capitol Hill Tuesday, Republican senators expressed.
You ever notice all these Republicans are so when he endorses, it is just, I get my nipples so hard when he endorses me. He endorses me all night long, that Donald Trump. He loves to endorse. Oh, my goodness. Last night he was endorsing me, and I didn't know which way was up. Let me say, I was out there. I thought we were going to have a short night, but then Donald Trump got to endorsing me, and I declare, what is with these guys? How come they always act like that? Why are they always acting so flirtatious about this shit? So coy. Oh, my goodness. It's the best endorsement I've ever received. Oh dear! I mean, one time I was endorsed in a back alley back there behind the Bojangles, and let me say that was quite the endorsement. But once Donald Trump endorsed me, I don't think I'll ever walk again. Lord.
Frustration and disappointment that the president endorsed Paxton and took so long to do so. They pushed heavily for him to back Cornyn, citing concerns with Paxton's scandal-ridden past.
There are those that say whoever I endorse is going to win. I don't know if that's true, but
I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I endorse him. God, fuck fuck? How do we have this guy as a president?
Historically, that's absolutely true. I just don't like to say it.
Trump called Cornyn a good man, but said he was not supportive of me when times were tough. In a social media post after the
If you don't support Donald Trump, he doesn't support you. It's just like, when times were tough, he didn't support me, so I couldn't possibly endorse him. I have to be really emotionally there in order to get me really endorsing you. You really have to get me there, emotionally. I can't just endorse anybody, okay? I really need that little extra. Everything needs to be okay. I can't just hop into anybody's endorsement,
endorsement, Cornyn emphasized his closeness to Trump and lead into an argument that he's often made on the campaign trail. In November's general election against State Representative James Tallarico, he says Paxton will be a weak nominee who jeopardizes everything we care about. When I asked him about an endorsement on Monday, he said he believed the ship had sailed.
I think he doesn't want to disappoint some of his own supporters by picking sides in this race, which is fine. That's his prerogative.
For his part, Tallarico said it doesn't matter who wins the runoff. We already know who we're running against, the billionaire mega donors and their corrupt political system.
Man, someone's going to kill this Tallarico guy, man. They're going to kill this guy. Keep talking about corrupt political systems and billionaires, man. Poor Tallarico. Man, I hope you got your affairs in order. They're going to kill you, boy. Those billionaires, they're going to... And they can't let this guy keep going. I guarantee. I'm starting to. The more I like him, the more I think they're gonna kill him. Anarchists, people who talk about the billionaires, stuff like that. They don't last long. This poor guy. He's got a young family.
This might have the effect of mobilizing Paxton votes.
What's this guy got on his? What do you have back there? What are those action figures? What does he have back there? What do you have on your desk, weirdo?
While simultaneously demobilizing and deflating Cornyn votes.
For months, Cornyn and Paxton have been highlighting their ties to Trump while trying to appeal to Republican voters. Last week, Cornyn introduced a bill to designate U.S. Highway 287, Interstate 47, in the president's honor.
Cornyn really tried to be as conservative as possible, and at the end of the day, it still wasn't enough to get the president's endorsement.
It's another advantage for Paxton in a runoff where the electorate tends to be smaller.
Is that really what it was? Was that Warhammer 40K? Is that what that was? Are you serious? Pesky 10th Amendment? You think the 10th Amendment gets in the way of Democratic Socialist Democrats? Democratic Socialists? I don't know what you're talking about. Microbe Joe. I don't see how the 10th Amendment is a big problem there. But hey, whatever. Amendments don't matter anymore. We have Donald Trump in office. He wipes his ass with the Constitution every day. He has shredded the document. Constitution. Smonstitution, right? What do you care about the Constitution now? Donald Trump has destroyed it. It's not worth the paper it's written on. Constitution's old. I hate to break it to you, but the Constitution's gone. You guys keep thinking, oh, the Constitution's going to save us. Nope. No siree. The First Amendment, joke. Second Amendment, joke. Third Amendment, they force hotels to house ICE agents, joke. Fourth Amendment due process, they're destroying and kicking in the skulls of asylum seekers, joke. Fifth Amendment, come on. No, joke. I forget which one the sixth is. They're all jokes. We don't have the fucking 14th Amendment's in the trash now. Like, I don't know what you guys think that the Constitution is somehow going to save you. It will not. The government doesn't honor its contracts.
And favor the more conservative candidate. But experts say Cornyn still has a chance in what's become a bitter and expensive battle for the future of the Republican Party.
For John Cornyn, this could potentially be the last political race of his life. And if he leaves stuff in the tank, it's wasted.
Well, there you go. Nice work, everybody over there at CBS. Nice work. Cornyn out. Wait, who's out? Yeah. Ken Paxton in. I love being endorsed. By President Donald Trump. That's the most important endorsement I could possibly give. Lord, so nice.
I am inside the Great Hall of People.
Great Hall of the People. I can't wait to hear about this one. No more voting. Voting doesn't matter anymore. Did voting ever matter? I mean, I think voting in the primaries kind of matters, but voting, it's over, guys. Doesn't matter if you vote. Donald Trump has to fix 12 counties in all of America. 12? Don't you worry. He's got it covered. 12. 12 counties he needs to steal the vote in, or just not allow them to vote, or just slow down the voting process. Any of those things he can do very simply. 12 counties in all of America, he can do it. And he will. It won't matter. Oh my God, the January 6th was the 1,000 FBI agent provocateur day. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's definitely what it looked like on TV, was 1,000 FBI agents, because FBI is so well organized. The FBI is so good at their jobs. Yeah. Where's Nancy Guthrie again? Where is Nancy Guthrie? What? It's so funny that the FBI can't find their asses with two fucking hands, and you're like, they perpetrated a false flag operation, 1,000 people large, and they all magically kept their mouths shut, and they pulled it off. Wow. The FBI, they really are a crack team of covert operatives. 1,000 of them descended upon Washington, D.C., and it was very hush-hush. They were all able to keep it quiet, for sure. 1,000 of them, huh? Yeah, totally.
Where President Xi met in private with President Putin. The Russian president is here a few days after U.S. President.
Those are our boyfriends. Wait a second. Those are Donald Trump's friends. And their Oh, no. I thought those were Donald Trump. I thought those were our friends. I thought we were in cahoots with Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin. Now they're in cahoots with each other. Amazing. I didn't know this could happen. I hired Trump to piss off people that piss me off. Now he's pissing me off too, but it's still okay. Yeah, great. That's something to do. You hired a president to piss people off. Way to go. I missed the day of PMRC being the dumbest thing that Congress was paying attention to. Wow.
Donald Trump was in Beijing also to meet President Xi. The Chinese leader welcomed Putin, and he said that both governments have agreed to extend a friendship treaty that they both signed in 2001.
They got that friendship. That's a 25-year friendship between these two guys, Vladimir Putin. I mean, look at these crazy kids. Look how nice they have it. Look how nice they are. They love look at them. The Russian flags and the Chinese flags, they just go together, right? They just go together. It looked better when it was the old USSR flag. But look how nice they look together. They're just two peas in a pod. Donald Trump should be right there in the middle, don't you think? Donald Trump should be right there. Man, Donald Trump must feel like he really is missing out. I mean, he must be feeling very FOMO'd at the moment. Lots of FOMO, I think, is what's happening now.
Governments are key allies, and they are here to reaffirm those ties. President Putin called the Chinese leader a friend, and he even mentioned a Chinese proverb to show how close they are. He said that the proverb goes more or less, it's been a day since each other saw, yet it feels as if 3 autumns have passed. The president from Russia said that it's a key ally of China, and in the middle of the Middle East crisis, it will keep providing energy to Beijing. He even mentioned that the driving force of the bilateral relationship is the energy.
Oh, look at the kids. Cheer. Cheer! Cheer for Vladimir Putin! You better cheer, you little fucking bastards, you little worms. You better cheer for Vladimir Putin. He's your best friend. He's Daddy Putin now. Wait till we do it. Wait till Xi Jinping comes and we have our children come out like, yay! Oh my gosh, we love you! Children as props. Don't shoot us. That was rad.
It's been
That was rad. I'm really glad that Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping are hanging out. That makes me really happy. You know, our guy was just there. It's like it never even happened. You know, so quickly forgotten. Man, Xi Jinping got that endorsement, you know? It was the best endorsement he ever got. He just got such a nice endorsement. And now Xi Jinping's endorsing Vladimir Putin. And you know what? That's the way the world works when you have a foreign asset as president of the United States. Did you hear about Kim Jong-un's new dead hand nuclear doctrine that if U.S. does a Venezuela on Kim, they will launch all nukes? Yeah, they'll never do a Venezuela on Kim because they have nukes. Of course. I think that goes without saying. Do you think we would have killed the Ayatollah if they had nukes? Like, this is, it's so, the only way to keep the United States from killing you is to get nukes as quickly as possible. That's the only way to do it. And the only way to do that is to cozy up to somebody like France, or like Israel cozied up to France. They got the nukes. Or you could cozy up to Russia. Or China. Or Pakistan. Pakistan's got nukes. Hey, can I borrow some? Just go into each one of your friends' house. Like, you got any sugar? Can I have do you have a pound of sugar? Do you have a cup of sugar I can have? Just a cup of sugar. Can I have a cup of sugar? I forgot to buy sugar. You go to all your neighbors and ask, do you have just one nuke? Just one? We just need one so that they don't kidnap me. Here you go. Here you go. Have a nuke. That's how the world works now. We're all afraid of nukes, but only one country has ever dropped a nuke.
Frightening time for Ventura County residents living near the Sandy Fire here in Simi Valley, California, just outside of Los Angeles. Steps away from this residential neighborhood, this mountain that was green yesterday is now covered in burn scars and crews.
If Trump saw those kids, if Donald Trump saw those kids at when Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping were walking around, the little kids like, yay, yay, yay. If Donald Trump saw that shit, Donald Trump would be like, how much for these ones? I could get a pretty penny for these ones. You understand? Donald Trump looks at children the way like the sand people look at droids in the deserts of Tatooine. Hi, hi. And he just wants to buy Uchichi. That's a Jawa. The Jawas and the sand people trading droids in the deserts of Tatooine. That's how Donald Trump sees children. How much can I get with these one? How much for that R2 unit? How much for the R2 unit? I love R2. We love R2-D2, don't we? We love R2-D2, don't we, folks? They're such a nice, perfect height. Makes all the cute little bells and whistles. Makes all those cute little noises. So nice. All the different ports. It's got lots of ports. R2 units have the best ports. Some people say they're the greatest ports. The greatest ports you could ever imagine, R2-D2. How much? That's how Donald Trump sees children.
Are working around the clock to contain the blaze via choppers and air tankers, but we have seen smoke pick back up in certain spots, including right behind us. Now, there's urgency in containing the fire, especially because many homes, as well as pets, livestock, and wild animals are in these affected areas.
Yeah, it's scary. I'm actually shaking a bit just talking about it. We actually had to bring the chickens inside last night.
You have to bring the chickens inside? You shouldn't be keeping chickens in your house. Xi Jinping walked Trump by the kids, bent down and waved, and even spoke to Xi about the beautiful children. Yeah, I know. I saw it. He wasn't saying beautiful. He was saying, they're beautiful. How much for the children?
They have a coop outdoors because their respiratory systems are sensitive and they could have died just from being outside all night.
At last check, the Sandy Fire has burned through at least 1,300 acres, and with it being only minimally contained at this time, the threat is not yet over.
Man.
It's 6:15. New details this morning.
That's the thing. It's getting rough out there with the fires, man. It's fire season. Get the fuck out. I'm leaving California. I don't want to be here for fire season. Man, I don't want a fire season. My luck, the houses will all burn down and I'll experience an Armageddon right before I sell my house. My house will be in escrow and then I'll get my horizontal set to members only. Not sure if you did that on purpose. I do it on purpose. That's a perk for members. A perk for members. We got horizontal. We have a members only room. There's a members only room right now going on. By the way, if you're a Sky City Rebel, please, you can head on over to the private room. You know, we got a little private room over there. It's It's horizontal, baby. It's pretty rad, huh? It's a perk. It's a perk for the members. Thank you for being Sky City Rebels. That's my personal thank you to you. Thank you. And if any of you are interested, all Super Chats, Cash App, and Venmo, they're all going to go towards my coffee fund so I can stop drinking Nescafe. Thank you. I'm a horizontalist, yes. I really believe in the power of the horizontal lambada. The horizontal lambada. But yeah, but cool ones can't get in. Yeah, all the cool ones can get in. All the cool ones can get in. All the cool ones can get into the horiz. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, nice. Feels good over here. Johnny V can see. Nice. Feels good over here in the VIP. You're in the VIP section. Yes. The horizontal lambada. Now everyone's into borchata. Sensual borchata.
On a horrific shooting at a mosque in San Diego.
Investigators say they found more than 30 guns and a manifesto written by
30 guns and a manifesto. I mean, that's something. That's something. 30 guns and a manifesto. Now we're talking. Woo. That's a lot. 30 guns. I only have like 2, 3, 4. I have 4 guns. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 guns. They got 30. I can't do anything like them. 30. You got moist. Nev Under Pressure got moist when he talked about the 30 guns. Well, you know what? People get moist when they talk about guns. That's for sure. Careful. This is going to get real moist. Moist. It has some moistness at the mosque.
the suspected gunman. The 75-page document is reportedly filled with anti-Islamic and anti-Semitic and anti-LGBTQ views. Authorities say they believe the 17 and 18-year-olds met online and later learned they both lived in San Diego. People are
So MAGA. So they're MAGA. Anti-LGBTQ, also anti-Muslim. I'm saying MAGA for sure. San Diego. It comes from the Spanish Santiago, meaning a whale's vagina.
calling a security guard, Amin Abdullah, a hero. He was working at the mosque and fired back at the suspects before using his radio to alert a teacher inside to lock down the school. 140 young people were there.
The suspected shooter.
Yes, you actually do need a manifesto before you buy guns in California. So he had 30 guns. These two kids had 30. Teenagers somehow got their hands on 30 firearms and a manifesto.
Killed 3 people, including Abdullah, and later took their own lives.
We are now learning the results from Georgia's primary election.
It's such a weird, the suicide part, man. Like, isn't it funny that every day I hear about how we had to go to Iran because those Muslims, they're a death cult, and they believe in martyrdom, and we don't want them to get nuclear weapons. And yet, 2 white kids went into a mosque, shot a bunch of people, shot this one dude, shot themselves, killed themselves. Is that not a death cult? Is that not a martyr? Someone who believes in martyrdom? I mean, I always hear this stuff. Bill Maher, he annoys the shit out of me. Bill Maher is always like, we should have gone over, we had to try because we don't want Muslims getting the nuclear weapon. Yeah, I mean, again, Pakistan has nuclear weapons. If they've never used them, we've used them. We make excuses to kill people all the time. And our friends use them. Well, the bombing of Dresden wasn't a nuclear weapon, but it was worse than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In some ways. So, I mean, what do you mean? It seems like Christians are the ones always, Christian nations are the ones always doing this shit. Like, I don't know, Nazi Germany, exterminating all those people. That wasn't a Muslim country doing it. Like, all the really horrific shit, white people did. And yet white people, I always hear them saying, we got to make sure those brown people don't get a hold of nuclear weapons or they might do something crazy. They might do something crazy. We have to make sure they never get their hands on nuclear weapons or any weapons for that matter because they are crazy. C-A-hyphen-R-A-Z-Y. Crazy. We can't allow it. Never. Not brown people.
So this morning, we're taking a look at the crowded field for the governor's race on the Republican side.
Holy shit, Microbe Joe. Microbe Joe, I'm sorry. You don't know what socialism is, man. Socialism requires centralized power and planning. 10th stops that. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We have tons of centralized power and planning, you dumb piece of shit. The fuck do you think the military is? Anyway. Also, socialism doesn't just exist at the federal level, does it? No, they got libraries even in your little town. Oh, look, also you have police departments in your little town. That's socialism. You got sidewalks and streetlights in your little town. That's socialism. And yet you're like, socialism requires centralized power. No, wrong. Wrong. Just cult Sky, the red ants attack the black ants, vice versa. I'm sick of these cults, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Here we are, Georgia. There's another Republican primary. 2 Republicans going at it like cats and dogs.
The race is headed to a runoff between Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones and billionaire Rick Jackson. Now, since no candidate took more than half the vote, they will now face off on June 16th.
And to the Democratic side, you see right here, the frontrunner, Keisha Lance Bottoms, got 50.
Keisha Bottoms got him. Keisha Bottoms got it 57%. Nailed it. What did I notice about the difference between the governors in the Republican governors, the gubernatorial, the Republican gubernatorial candidates and the Democratic gubernatorial candidates? Did you notice any difference between the pictures, the photo array? I saw this little difference. There's this and there's this. Do you notice that? What's the difference there? Do you notice the difference here? Do you notice the difference? Oh, crap.
Senator Gillibrand.
Thank you. So, Mr. Secretary, you and I have talked at length about your approach towards transportation. You want certain things out of different states in order to fund certain things. So,
Stop listening to CNN, Trump baby. Totally. Stop listening to CNN. CNN is pro-Trump. CNN is always so pro-Trump. Stop listening to CNN, Trump baby. Sick of it, okay? CNN is owned by the Ellisons now. You can't listen to CNN, Trump baby. Yes, totally, Tom. Tom knows what he's talking about. Don't listen to CNN, Trump baby. Why are all Trump people such babies, Tom? I don't get it. I'm with you, though. I think people who think that Trump is great are little babies. They refuse to ever grow up. They want Daddy Trump to do everything for them. They're completely not self-reliable. They don't believe in having any kind of personal accountability. Man, how do we fix that, Tom? How do we fix it so that more people, so all these Trump weirdos, these weird chomos, these weird pedophiles, I want them to grow up, stop messing with kids, and start taking some personal responsibility, some personal liability, you know? Some personal responsibility, huh? Accountability. How do we get that? How do we do it? Let's get people to grow up. Let's do it. I don't know why all these Trump babies always crying. Exactly, Sayard Yan. Why are they always crying like little babies? Never want to grow up. Pure eternus, man. Pure eternus.
you and I have talked about Second Avenue Subway. That's finally in compliance, and that is going forward. Right now, Gateway Tunnel is under review. What's the status of that review, and when do you think it will be completed?
So the resources are flowing to both of those projects, and we were doing a review.
Sean Duffy from The Real World. Sean Duffy, there he is. Okay, Sean Duffy, The Road Rules. He was a reality show. He's now the head of the FAA. He's the guy who makes sure you get from point A to point B without exploding. He's not doing a great job. Not doing a great job.
On race-based contracting versus merit contracting, the Supreme Court indicated projects couldn't do that, and that happened during the shutdown. I only had one staff from the Civil Rights Office, so it did take more time. And then once the staff did come back, there was a backlog in the office. So, but the money is flowing to both of those projects. And Gateway is I think it's probably the biggest project in the Western Hemisphere.
Correct. So when do you think the review will be done?
If not done now, shortly.
Shortly. Okay. I will hold you to that shortly, because obviously it is such an important economic project for the entire Eastern.
I'll hold you to that shortly. Want to put a deadline on it? Any fucking manager. Look, if someone told me shortly, I'll be like, well, what do you want to say? You want to say May 31st? Would that be too soon? Got to get him down to a date that you can hold him to. You can't hold him to shortly. What's shortly? Next year? What's shortly, Sean Duffy? Shortly. What do you mean? If it's not done today, it'll be done tomorrow. What's a good time that I should check back in with you? When should I check back? Shortly? Shortly doesn't mean shortly don't mean nothing, okay? Tell me a date. I should check back to see if it's done. I'll leave it up to you. Clear blue sky, give me a date and I will call you. Shortly don't mean shit.
Board in the entire nation.
2 weeks.
We don't want more delay.
2 weeks. Everything's 2 weeks. Yeah. Hey, the war in Iran's going to be over in 2 weeks too, everybody. There are people accused of robbing the United States government and the people of America. There are presidents accused of this.
It's because we know that when you have delays, costs increase.
Yeah, but it's not delayed now. Money is going to the project.
Okay. So now I want to talk to you about something that is less easy. I saw your ad. You want to go fast. I saw that. But I did not like the fact that you bragged about cutting funding to New York. That sounded like a political argument that is not a very nice thing to say about a state that has 20 million people that need to get to work every day on critical infrastructure. So I don't like that quote in your ad. I thought that was a very inappropriate thing to say. I also do not like your Great American Road Trip. And I get you have experience in that. I get you want to promote America and how beautiful and amazing it is. I get all the good reasons why you wanted to do that. And
I think that Jaganshar says, is there a correlation between the number of petty crimes and the level of organized white-collar crimes? I think so. I think absolutely there are. I've looked into this many times. It looks like the more wage theft there is, the more white crime there is, the more white-collar crime there is, the more you see people breaking into people's houses because they're being stolen from, right? If your paycheck is being stolen from over the course of your life, that's wage theft, and it's $50 billion a year are stolen from the worker every year. And at $50 billion, if you're having this money stolen from you, of course you're going to have to steal more. You have to commit more petty crime. Except petty crime lands you in prison, and white-collar crime does not often land you in prison. Even if it's pursued, prosecuted, you don't do time. Oh, you do time for stealing your kids' medicine, children's Tylenol. If you steal some children's Tylenol, you go to jail. But if you steal $10,000 from a worker, that's just a clerical error.
I get it's time with your family, all those things. I don't like it because right now in New York, people are suffering. They are extremely stressed out. They're stressed out about the cost of gas, which has gone up by 50% under this administration. They're upset about the cost of everyday household goods. They're upset about the cost of groceries and housing and healthcare. So they're stresses. I don't think they're going to get to go on that great American vacation that they'd like to go on. I think a lot of families are not actually going on vacation this summer. And when I went and met with a bunch of gas stations across my state just a couple days ago, the cost of well over $4 a gallon in every gas station, $5 a gallon, over $6 a gallon for diesel, it's extremely stressful. And I don't like the fact that this
Great American Road Trip. You guys want to go on a road trip with me? Let's all go on a road trip. It'll be easy. We'll have plenty of money. Gas is cheap, haven't you heard? We could all go on a road trip. Let's pile all up on the RV. We're going across America, everybody. It'll be great. You're going to love it. Piece of cake.
American vacation reality TV show took days and days of filming. I don't like the fact that it was paid for by companies that you have to oversee, companies that you work with. And in our jobs, that would be pay for play. It would be 100% illegal. It would be inappropriate on every level and not tolerated. And in this era where President Trump's spending money building a golden ballroom that we don't need, that he's spending $1 billion a day on bombs that people would far rather he be spending on healthcare or housing. This Great American Road Trip, it doesn't smell right. It may be fast, but it's fast and loose with the rules. I don't like it. I think it's wrong. And I think you should explain to the American people why you should spend your time and why you should be getting a vacation that is paid for by companies that you regulate. I think those things are highly problematic, and it makes me extremely anxious because the American people and New Yorkers in particular probably can't afford their vacation this summer at all.
So I appreciate that, Senator. First off,
New Yorkers, we don't care.
In the ad, you said a lot. Can I unpack some of the allegations that you made? First, in regard to New York, we've asked for all states to revoke illegally issued driver's licenses. Every state has complied but New York. And we have tools to pull money from New York. And we did. California even complied.
But the point is, Mr. Duffy, Secretary Duffy, I don't mind that you have rules and that you have a different way of doing the Department of Transportation. What I mind is that you bragged about it and made a joke about it. It is not appropriate for a secretary to demean an entire state by that joke.
So we're going to give $8 billion to rebuild Penn Station. Is that a joke?
No, but
you welcome that, right? And I've asked for your subways to be cleaner.
With our tax dollars, you got that money because we give it to you from New Yorkers.
a choice where to put it. You gave me that. You gave me that.
That's exactly right. You have that money because it's our money. We pay that money. This is what's so funny to me is that they always act like the federal government's giving a gift to New York and California. Those aren't gifts. That's our fucking money. We could do it by ourselves. We don't need the federal government. Do not need them. Nobody needs the federal government except for maybe, New Mexico, Missouri, Mississippi, Texas. They need the federal government a lot because of oil infrastructure and stuff like that. But most states could do just fine without the federal government. And really, those states could as well if they just said, go fuck yourself. They could do it. If they just took their own land back and said, we don't need you. All these states were doing just fine before the American government came around. Politician, WWE, kayfabe.
Russia.
Yeah.
We
So
also
you give me
appropriate money
discretion
that
and-
then you don't grant.
So let me-
So
let me
we
talk
are the
about-
appropriators, not you.
No, I know you
We
are.
appropriate the money. You're supposed to spend it. Sometimes
I
you
make
choose not to,
decisions on how
and we
to
have to
spend it.
file lawsuits to get you to spend the
Want to
money.
make allegations? You don't want? Can I respond? Do you want me to respond to, or just if you want to take all your time is up? But if you want to just sit and vent or want me to
Let's
just
talk
respond,
about
you let me know.
let's talk about the Great American Vacation.
The Great American Road Trip?
Yes, let's talk about that.
This was a project, Senator, and I want to encourage Americans to see their beautiful country. And as we can see from this hearing, there's a lot of partisanship in America. Seeing your country, experiencing your country through the window of a car is a beautiful thing. It actually unites America. Maybe spending time with your children is a wonderful experience.
It is a wonderful thing,
Okay, so-
but your
so-
vacation was paid for by Boeing,
No, hold on,
Toyota,
wait,
United
this
Airlines,
is a project,
Enterprise,
Senator.
Shell, Royal Caribbean Group,
So,
all
Senator,
organizations and
Do you
companies.
want me to respond to you? Can I respond?
But you're,
Okay, so
you're
I won't
responding
respond.
with platitudes, and it's
No,
not.
I'm telling you what the project was.
Got
Okay,
it.
2 days, quickly in and out, and I did film the Great American Road Trip to encourage Americans to travel. I'll answer your question.
Mhm.
So this was officially part of America 250, and you all sanctioned America 250. This is an official partner. No, it's an official partner of America 250. Also, this body told me that I'm supposed to promote tourism and travel, and that's what it does as well. Now, hold on a second. No, you're
And
making
it shouldn't be paid for.
It shouldn't be. I don't get it. Like we gave you money for this America 250 project. You were supposed to go on. You're supposed to promote it. So what'd you do? You went on a little vacation with your family, and you made some videos, and you used Boeing's money. Why did you have to take money from all these other companies?
By people that you have oversee. That you oversee.
Can I respond to that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
So if I could respond, this was a partnership with a nonprofit. It was a nonprofit, and the nonprofit.
Funded by organizations and companies that you oversee.
Do you have jurisdiction over
Yes.
law firms? So you received $7 million in political contributions
God.
from the trial bar.
These guys. Oh, what's he doing? He's looking up dirt that he has on the congressperson to colloquy argument.
Honestly, this has nothing to do with members of Congress. This has to do
It
with the
has
fact
everything-
that you went on
everything
a
to do-
paid
I didn't
vacation
want a paid
that was paid by companies
You
that you
received
oversee.
$7 million
That
from the trial bar.
campaign
You have
is
jurisdiction.
different.
You have jurisdiction on the trial bar. $7 million. When we go on the list of what else you received, you have jurisdiction.
Listen,
you actually passed
Secretary
legislation for the
Duffy,
trial bar.
this
So don't do
hearing
that.
is about
I
you
didn't make any
and
money.
this
No, it's
administration.
about you. I didn't make
This
any money.
hearing,
I
you
didn't
are the
make any
witness.
money.
I am not the
didn't make-
witness.
I don't have any. Well, maybe you should be.
Well, you know
Maybe
what,
should answer the American
Secretary
people for
Duffy?
Yeah, you know what? Congress does have witness. Congress does have to face the music every 2 years. Every 2 years, she has to be reelected. That's it. That's how that works, you dumb fuck. I don't get why the Congress people don't just like give these people civics lessons. I tell you what, every 2 years, I got to stand trial. Every 2 years, I got to make a case why I should stay in my job. And I have to do that all the time. You, on the other hand, have to do this. This is our process for you. My process is with the people.
$7 million
Secretary
from the trial
Duffy,
bar.
Secretary
Senator,
Duffy,
$7 million.
I think you should be
That
telling
goes
this
to steak
committee
dinners. That goes to
why.
your ad on television. That's all to you. You spend that money.
This is what I'm concerned about.
Steak dinners,
You are
please.
political, and you are
We're
using
over
your
our
position in
time right
political
now.
ways.
$500,000 paid by the trial bar to fly you on a private jet.
I've never been on a private jet.
Zen Air.
I don't.
Air?
Never been on a private jet. No, we don't.
$462,000.
We don't.
This guy's such a dumb piece of shit. You flew in a private jet once. Do you really want to bring up private jets? Let me tell you about this one called Lolita Express that your boss owned.
We don't. Members of
So
Congress
they pay
aren't
for you to
allowed.
fly on a yes, senators
Not
can.
true.
It is.
Not true.
Answer to that.
You know what, Mr.
I made
Secretary?
nothing.
Your job.
They put your face on
job-
television.
your
face
job-
on television. Your steak dinners. Your vacations by the trial bar. I make.
We're going to go
nothing
to
on this.
Senator
No money.
Capito. Recognize you for your question. Thank you.
Unbelievable.
To try to read this here.
This is how this country is run now. This is how this country is run now. Again, they always do this. They always try to say like, "Oh, well, this congressperson shouldn't be able to ask me questions because their shit stinks too." Does that justify what you've done? So you've stolen money, okay? But so has Congress. He did it too. All right. Well, they'll have to be reelected. Bring it up during the election. Let's see if the people get to decide that. Right now, she's your boss. All of them are babies. It really is an embarrassment, man. It's such an embarrassment at this point. They're all cringe as fuck. Yeah. I guess, man, it's just so hard to see this stuff. It's so hard to watch because, like, these assholes are just constant. And Sean Duffy just stole a bunch of money. And Donald Trump just stole a bunch of money. Stole the money from the American people. This guy's supposed to be regulating those companies. And he took money from them. And he took money from you.
I'm sorry? Okay.
God, this was so painful to watch. Anybody watch this? With
I don't-
JD Vance.
okay.
JD Vance. Oh my God, JD Vance and his horrible press conference.
That was kind of interesting, so I'm going to give you the question. All right, go ahead.
So last week, the Pentagon halted deployment of 4,000 troops, U.S. troops, to Poland. This is in direct contradiction to President Trump explicitly promised not to reduce the troop level in Poland. So
why would you take out troops from Poland? Why do you think he would do that? Who wants fewer American troops in Poland? Who do you think on planet Earth? One guy's name, just one dude's name. Let me ask you in the chat. One dude's name. Who wants fewer American troops in Poland? Always has. From day one. The second Poland was free, American troops were there. And there's this one guy who always hated that. Who is that guy? Can you imagine who that guy is? I'll give you a hint. His name means prostitute in French and turkey in German.
I'm going to ask you this question, which many people in Poland think. Why are you rewarding Putin and punishing your best ally in Europe?
Well, first of all, I'd say there's been no president who's done more, frankly, to ensure...
This fucking guys! Just frankly, there's been no president who's done more than good old Donald Trump. No president has done more than him. They always say this shit, and that's a fact. That's irrefutable. Really? What evidence do you have of that whatsoever?
that Ukraine survived the invasion of Russia than Donald Trump. As he famously said, Obama gave him sheets, I gave him javelins, and it was those javelins that ensured that Ukraine still has its territorial sovereignty. What he's also said is that he wants to pursue...
Obama? Obama left office in 2016, buddy boy. The fuck are you talking about? Donald Trump's done more than anybody, especially Obama. Well, Barack Obama hasn't been president for over 10 years now, buddy.
An American policy that focused on the interests of the United States. And part of that foreign policy is not to reward Putin or not to punish a country like Poland, which we love. We love Poland. We love the Polish people. No. What we're trying to do, what our foreign policy is geared towards, is promoting European independence and sovereignty. We want Europe to take more ownership over its own territorial integrity. We want Europe to step up in a big way. Now, I think you said 4,000 troops. We've not reduced the troop levels in Poland by 4,000 troops. What we did is that we delayed a troop deployment that was going to go to Poland. That's not a reduction. That's just a standard delay in rotation that sometimes happens in these situations. But here's the fundamental problem. Poland is capable of defending itself with a lot of support from the United States. We're not talking about pulling every single American troop out of Europe. We're talking about shifting some resources around in a way that maximizes American security. I don't think that's bad for Europe. That's encouraging Europe to take more ownership. The United States cannot be the policeman of the world. We want to be good allies. We want to make sure that our troop presence promotes regional...
America can't be the police of the world, then why are we in Iran? Well, they can't have nukes. But we're not the police of the world. We can't be the police of the world. So we can be the police. We can't be the police of the world when it comes to Russia. But we can be the police of the world when it comes to Iran. We can't be the police of the world, says JD Vance. You hear this fucking word salad bullshit?
That's just a standard delay in rotation that sometimes happens in these...
Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. Fucking word salad.
No. What we're trying to do, what our foreign policy is geared towards, is promoting European independence and sovereignty.
European independence and sovereignty. Europe has always, let's say, okay.
We want Europe to take more ownership over its own territorial integrity. We want Europe...
Territorial integrity. They need to take their own territorial integrity. Okay.
Europe to step up in a big way. Now, I think you said 4,000 troops. We've not reduced the troop levels in Poland by 4,000 troops. What we did is that we delayed a troop deployment that was going to go to Poland. That's not a reduction. That's just a standard delay in rotation that sometimes happens.
That's a reduction. That means you took people out and you didn't put people in. It's a delay in rotation. 4,000 people left, and we have 4,000 people ready to go, but we didn't send them. So we took 4,000 people out, but we didn't take 4,000 people out. We just delayed the next 4,000 people from going in. So you took 4,000 people out. Well, no. I mean, 4,000 people left. Yes, they rotated out, but we didn't rotate any in. It's not like we took any troops out. Yes, you did.
Happens in these situations. But here's the fundamental problem.
In what situations? That's what happens in these situations. What situations? Frequently happens in these situations. Well, how come it's never happened before?
Poland is capable of defending itself with a lot of support from the United States. We're not talking about pulling every single American troop out of Europe. We're talking about shifting some resources around in a way that maximizes American security. I don't think that's bad for Europe. That's encouraging Europe to take more ownership. The United States cannot be the policeman of the world. We want to be good allies. We want to make sure that our troop presence promotes regional stability in Europe. The president has not said, though he could, the president has not said that he's taken all of the troops out of Europe, but Europe has to stand on.
We could do it. We could. Do it. Do it. Bring all the troops home out of Europe. Great idea. Do it. The second you do that, we'll have riots in America. Every time there's a massive withdrawal of troops, there's a riot back at home. Every time. When we withdrew from Iraq the first time, there was the LA riots. When we started withdrawing from Iraq in 2008, there were riots. There's always riots because you bring a bunch of people home and you're not giving them, they're all fucked up because they were just at war. They all know how to use weapons. People are out of work. The first time you have a summer, they should do it. Bring them home. Let's see what happens. Let's get the boogaloo started.
Own 2 feet. And that's something that he's been consistent of, frankly, not even since the beginning of this administration, going back to the first administration, is we have got to have more sovereignty and more of Europe standing on its own 2 feet. That will continue to be our policy in Europe.
Sovereignty. We love sovereignty. Unless you're Iran, then we hate you having any sovereignty. Or Venezuela. Sovereignty? No. Sovereignty is negative. No siree. We hate sovereignty. We love sovereignty if you're Europe for some reason. But we hate sovereignty when it has Iran or Venezuela. Yes. If you have oil, we hate when you have sovereignty. Cuba, no sovereignty. We hate when you have sovereignty. Why don't you take all the troops out of Guantanamo Bay? That's a great place to withdraw them. Bring them out. Why? How come we have to have people at Guantanamo Bay? Oh, you like torturing people in a country that no press can go to? Yeah, that makes sense. So American press can't go there. So we have like this little outpost on a country that's kind of no man's land and no one's allowed to go to. So you could torture people indiscriminately with impunity. Great. Maybe you should take people out of Guantanamo Bay. You want to bring people home. No, Poland for some reason. Poland. Because Vladimir Putin. Thank you for everyone who noticed. It is Vladimir Putin. He's the only person ever who's been asking America to take people out of Poland. Can't be America's police. We can't be the world police. Not when it comes to Russia. We love those guys.
Those troops will go eventually to Poland?
What I said is that is it a delay in troop rotation?
So wait, so those people are going to Poland? No. So you've taken people out of Poland. It's a delay.
Those troops could go elsewhere in Europe. We could decide to send them elsewhere. We actually haven't made the final determination about where those troops are ultimately going to go. But what I'm saying is it is not accurate to say that we are pulling a bunch of troops out. It is
100% accurate to say that. He's talking bullshit. Fucking propaganda. This guy's a lying piece of shit. I can't wait to see him on the... Never mind.
Very small and very minor thing. And I think, frankly, a lot of the European media, again, is overreacting to this a bit. And here's one thing I'll say about that.
Overreacting, are we? The European media is overreacting. There's war in Europe for the first time in 75 years-ish. First time in 75 years we have war in Europe. The last war in Europe was a doozy. And the people of Europe are rightfully a little afraid. Like, I was talking to my friend in Germany, and she was saying, she was saying she had to make some decision during the real during the first big part of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And she had to do something. She said, I was fucking scared. Like, everyone was talking about, like, what's going to happen in Germany. She said, we could drive to the Ukraine. It's a driving distance. Imagine that. Like, Russia is invading. Like, I live in California. It'd be like Russia invading Arizona. That's what it would be like. Or Mexico. Mexico's invading Arizona. Do you think people of California might freak out a little bit if Mexico was killing tens of thousands of people in Arizona? Yeah. Those Europeans, they're overreacting. It'd be the same thing. If California was freaking out because Arizona was being invaded by Mexico and tens of thousands of people were dying, would you say, California, you're overreacting? Yeah, Poland is in NATO, right? Yeah, Poland joined NATO a while back. Is Poland in the European Union or NATO? I think they're even in... Yeah, both of them. Yeah. They're part of the EU as well. So it's like... I don't think Russia is going to attack Poland, but they should be freaking out. I would be freaking out if I were Polish right now. And I've been to Poland many times. And they're fucking... There's people in Poland that are like, oh, it was better than the old days when Russia was in charge, back when the USSR. When I was in Poland, there were people saying that shit.
I have, for my entire life, I'm 41 years old. For my entire life, I have heard chirping from the European media about everything that's wrong with the United States of America.
Oh, God damn it, you snowflake. Oh, you don't like that the Europeans say mean things about America?
We don't have this. We don't have that. We don't spend enough on healthcare, even though part of the reason why we spend so much on defense was because we have tens of thousands of troops in Europe.
We don't have healthcare because we have tens of thousands of troops in Europe, says J.D. Vance. Headline, J.D. Vance, reason why we don't have healthcare is because we have tens of thousands of troops in Europe. Great, bring them home, give us healthcare. After all, why am I paying for those troops? Perfect, J.D., where's my check? Give me a rebate, J.D. Perfect, I love this idea. Bring them home. Give me my money back.
I think that if the European media wants to attack the President of the United States, they need to start looking in the mirror. All he has said is that we're going to be good allies, we're going to be good friends, we're going to be trading partners, but it is reasonable for Europe to take a little bit more ownership over its continental integrity.
No, Donald Trump is taking us out of NATO. He's taking us out. He's bastardizing any kind of deals we ever had with the European Union, country by country. That's what he's doing. Why? Because Vladimir Putin wants them to. That's why. Because he's made deals with Vladimir Putin. He works for them, not us. Donald Trump doesn't work for you. He works for Vladimir Putin. It's always how it's been. That's what's actually happening here. Don't for a second believe that you're going to get some kind of benefit by 10,000 troops being removed, 4,000 troops, whatever, from Poland. The only person who stands to benefit from that is Vladimir Putin. Those 4,000 troops will be deployed someplace else. Iran, Cuba, someplace like that. And that'll be it. You don't think this whole Cuba thing, why everyone's talking about Cuba so much, has something to do with deals that he's making with Vladimir Putin? They're making a deal. We'll take Cuba. He'll take Poland and Ukraine. And Xi Jinping will take Taiwan. Everyone will be happy. Maybe Xi Jinping will take Japan too. Why not? Stick it to them. China hates Japan. They've always hated Japan since World War II. Fill out form. I unemployed. Where my check? Yeah, Con from King of the Hill. Yeah, I fill out form. I unemployed. Where my check? Yeah, I don't know. I've never been able to get that check. I'm never able to get that check. Russia can't even beat Ukraine. They are pussies. We can't beat Iran, so there you go. But don't worry, when everybody stands out of the way, we're still playing the friggin' Taliban. I mean, WTF. There you go. Still paying the friggin' Taliban. You know, you say like Russia can't beat the Ukraine, but that's because America is giving weapons to Europe to sell to Ukraine. But now those weapons, we're not going to do that anymore because we need to use them in Iran. We're not going to keep giving weapons to Europe to sell to Ukraine. We're not going to be doing that anymore. That ain't going to happen. And as soon as that happens, Ukraine dies. Poland's next. We're already out of NATO. You think we're still in? We're not in NATO anymore. NATO's over. People keep on acting like there's still like America keeps its contract. America doesn't honor contracts. Ask the American Indians if America honors its contracts. You guys keep thinking that the Constitution's still real, that NATO's still real. None of that's real anymore. If you signed a contract with the United States government, good luck. Good luck.
They call this the road of life, but it's about survival, not living. It is safest on.
I mean, you say Japan. If they take Japan and we do nothing, we don't do anything. We're friggin' assholes. Yeah, but I mean, we are friggin' assholes. You don't think that's the same about Taiwan? Man, I've been to Taiwan. It's unbelievable that we're even talking about that China taking Taiwan. It's crazy. We make the chips, like the NVIDIA chips and all that shit. They come from Taiwan. All those chips, we want to give those to China. Brilliant. Don't worry, they'll let us have some. Don't worry, they'll let us keep buying them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. NATO is old news. Come on, man. 2026, bro. NATO is old news, man. There's no such thing. Old news. It's old news. That's why Europe is starting to build our shit themselves. That's right. Big loss for the USA. Europe is going isolationist. Germany is building its military again for the first time since World War II. Germany's building it up, putting more and more of its GDP towards military. You think they're mining steel, they're making steel and shit, doing stuff that they didn't do before. They're upping everything because they know. Germany knows. Germany's seen it before. Germany's an old country. They're very smart. They've been right in the middle of Europe. They know exactly, and they're rich. And they're right down the street from Ukraine. They're right down they touch Poland. They're bordered with Poland. This ain't looking good. Anyway, here's what it looks like in Ukraine. Check this out.
Foot, under skies ruled by tiny killer drones targeting any vehicle. The nets trying to block the horror from above. If you can, make the robot your friend, your porter. The machines are normally the enemy here. This now.
I think that's so weird. It's like it looks like Star Wars to me. Like you've got a robot carrying shit, and there's robots killing you from the sky. Man,
Pretty much all over the front lines. Tiny bits of fiber optic cable used to connect drones to their controller can go on for tens of kilometers, stopping the jamming before.
Run! Oh shit!
A Russian drone above. The Ukrainians opened fire.
God damn!
They hit it. That's the impact.
What?
You have to split out because
That was a big noise when they killed that drone. Holy shit! Man, God, can you imagine? Like, see them all freaking out. Shit, there's a fucking drone. That's what, man. Human beings are not meant to do this all day long. This is what we're gonna do for. This is the future, guys. Get used to it. You better work out that muscle. Work out that muscle in the back. So you can do that, looking for drones. Holy shit. I need to get my shotgun skills back up to par. Shotgun's gotta be good. We need to get those semi-automatic shotguns. Pop, 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 pop. Shotguns for drones, I think. That's my theory. Shotguns gotta be better for drones, right? Woo! Yeah, man. That's why I'm so nice to Bendy. Gotta keep the Germans close for sure. Just use robots and no one will get hurt, right? Yeah, no one's gonna get hurt for sure. Coming to America, yeah, exactly. Coming to America soon. We're making those drones. Are you kidding me? We're gonna have drones all over the place doing this. Oh shit. That's gonna be us all day long. Freaking the fuck out. I made myself dizzy doing that. Street sweeper for sky creepers. There you go. Street sweeper for the sky creepers. Man, I'm definitely as soon as I get to a state where I could buy one of those semi-automatic shotguns, I'm buying one. Pop 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 pop. I don't want those goddamn drones, those clankers coming after me, man. Obama though. Yeah. He killed some people with some drones. Yeah. Well, now we're worse. It's worse now. Obama was 10 years ago. Hate to remind you, everybody. Obama left office 10 years ago. That was a long time ago. A lot has happened since then. We can't always blame the old, to be like blaming Reagan for everything, which, it's mostly his fault. But, here we are.
The drone will try and target groups of individuals. Sometimes 1, 2, 3 you find. We're doing Sasha and Bogdan's usual walk along this road between 2 Ukrainian positions.
Crazy.
But it takes 5 hours, and we are buzzed by attack drones 14 times.
5 hours?
The threats change every month. Here, looking for loitering drones, they hover low and wait for you. A radio warning. The trees aren't just a place to hide, but somewhere the drones cannot fly. Russian drones circle, targeting vehicles, but also dropping explosives on troops. You have to keep moving, or they may swarm around you. The battlefield has completely changed.
That is crazy, dude. Get to the trees. See, another reason why don't cut down trees. You want more trees around you. Try to get more trees around you.
Over the year, nobody drives cars on this road, unless you have to. Nobody drives in tanks. That's outgoing artillery. These robots used for resupply. Up ahead we can see people repairing the nets, a kind of key protection. But these used to resupply food, ammunition, all around the front line. Gunfire means run again. This is pretty constant. And the only move is to hide into the trees, but there it lands. Not far. You might be thinking,
damn, man. Imagine having to walk there, because you can't drive a car because they'll just bomb the car. Even if you get where you need to go, you got to get out of the car, and the drones can see where you're going. So you got to hide in the bushes. Oh, shit.
Why not walk inside the nets? This is part of the problem here. And then after an hour of this, you don't quite get numb to it, but let's see something here. You get slightly too comfortable and tired. The next one is right on top of us. There it is. There it is.
Kill it! Jesus.
That grey streak. And it falls. Whirling down. But it hasn't detonated.
Oh, there it goes.
Debris drifts. There's been no blast. So we are alive. It may have been a recon drone, but flew like a Russian attacker. Down the road is the Konstantinivka front, where the Kremlin...
That's so crazy, man. We're living in this world. Taking dead drones and throwing them into the bushes. Get these fucking drones, these fucking clankers. Man. Drone sounds, new PTSD unlock for sure. Maybe they wear those grizzly bear-proof suits. Will that work? I don't understand why they're not under the net. I guess the net, they can drop bombs and it can still go through the net. Then why even have the net, though, I guess? Maybe they should put, like, camouflage shit over the net. Because then you couldn't see the people walking under. I don't know. This is just first day. Just first day. I'm first day on the job, guys. I'm first day in the Ukrainian army. Hey, can we put some camouflage on top of the net? It's my first day, guys. Just shooting fucking blanks here. I don't know, man. Just spitballing here. Maybe put some camouflage on the net so that they can't really see what's under the net. And then you could still walk outside, and if you see the drones over the net spying out, you pop, pop, pop. But maybe you can also like zoom by in the other side. I don't know. I'm just first day stuff over here, guys. I've seen a lot of footage from this war. The trees don't do much to stop them. I've seen the drones go into the trees, I know. Clear net so the operator wreck the drone. Oh, but the drones, it seemed like there was only one drone in the net. It seems like the drones are high up just dropping bombs, right? I should enlist. I should enlist, right? Just first day. Nah, they wouldn't listen to me, man. I would enlist. I'd be dead first day. I don't know. I'm pretty good with a shotgun. I might make it, actually. I might make it. But I wouldn't be, yeah. First day, they'll be using you as a sniper coordination tool. Yeah, for sure. Yes, exactly. Hey, go out there. Go out 500 yards. See if we can get you. Yeah, that'd be exactly right. No, I'm pretty good with I'd be pretty good with the shotgun. I think I'd be a good soldier for the Ukrainian army. Should I go? Should I go? It's not really my fight, but these two governments duking it out over a border that I don't believe in borders. So I don't know. I think it's fucking crazy though. This is coming to America. This is just a preview, guys. This is a trailer for the next American. You don't think that these drones are going to be doing crowd control in America?
Kremlin's advance has been slowed to a crawl at the enormous cost across the front of 35,000 Russian dead and wounded a month, says Ukraine. This is the 10th attack.
Wait, how many?
35,000 Russian dead and wounded a month, says Ukraine.
Oof.
This is the 10th attack.
They caught sight of it briefly, and it appears to be coming closer now. It's an intense fire. I can hear it. Maybe that vehicle is See it up.
Damn.
Drones also target heavy gunfire. Their friend, a lieutenant, killed when this car was hit just 2 days ago.
Oh,
We're nearing their bunker.
He's like, rest in peace. Dude, this is fucking apocalyptic. This is apocalyptic. This is it. It's funny, like, we're watching this from the safety of my home, and this shit's coming. Like, I don't think this is staying. You think this is staying in other people's country? You think this is just gonna? This is not just gonna stay in the Ukraine. This is the new world order. This is it. This is the status quo. Those things are gonna be watching every move. There's nothing we can do about them. And in America, if you shoot one down, 50 more will come after you.
Good position.
Just like cops.
There are moments here to rest, see the trophies of drones that failed, but we have to get back.
Trophies. How old is that kid? That kid's got to be... How old is that kid? 12? Do you expect there to be so many robots and drones? Afina. Did you expect to see so many of these things? Afina wants to be a TikToker. Instead, she's... I don't know, collecting dead drones?
Ні, чесно кажучи, не думаю. Взагалі пішла ще до повномасштабної війни. І не розраховували, взагалі ніхто не думав, що таке буде. Зараз трохи тяжко. Це з часом трохи вигораєш від цього всього.
Sometimes you get burnt out. Sometimes you get a little burnt out by this. Shit, bro. I was talking to a friend last night, and he's like, I'm feeling a little burnt out from doing YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I guess I get burnt out sometimes too, you know, but it's a job, and I try to do my job. I show up every day. Hey, did you expect this? What did you expect when you got into the military? Well, I thought a full-scale war was going to be pretty bad, but I get pretty burnt out with all these robots, all these fucking clankers, is what she said. Look at this poor girl. She wants to be on TikTok right now, doom scrolling. She just wants to be scrolling right now, doing makeup tutorials. Damn, this poor girl. I feel sorry for her. Afina. This girl's too young. I was going to make a joke like, hey, you want to get an American passport? But it's like she's too young to get married to an American. She's too young. She's at war. 24th Mechanized Brigade. Ask how old she is, reporter.
Але звикаєш. І ж розумієш, що треба це робити.
You realize you have to do it. You're burnt out. This is the thing. People in America are burnt out from doing too much TikTok. Here, in the Ukraine, they're burnt out from having to process so many Russian robots. Jesus Christ. It's a call-in show, everybody. It's a call-in show. If anybody wants to call in, it's a call-in show. We're doing call-in show. Pick your battle. morningsky.live/pick your battles. Here you go. Let's do it.
As soon as we emerge, they're above us again. This is the new warfare. Hide, shoot at the sky, run.
Dude.
The impact's just as deadly as shelling. The accuracy, horrific.
See, I think I'd be pretty good at shooting those things, though. I think I'd be pretty good at shooting those drones. I think I might get pretty annoyed with the chain of command and everything, but I think I'd be pretty good at like the marching down the street shooting drones and stuff. I think I'd be pretty good at that part. But because I don't know, I feel like I don't burn out easy. I don't know. I'm pretty tough in that part. But like having someone yell at me and give me orders and stuff, I can't do that shit. It's hard. But I think that if there were really like a chaotic, fall of the, like if there was a true fall of civilization, I think I'd be pretty good. But if there's like, hey, we need to organize into armies and you have to follow orders and do what you're told, I don't know if I can do that. Sorry, I'd rather be. I'll go over there. I'll be over on this side. You guys do. You have your fun. Have fun storming the castle. I'll be over here trying to fend for myself. I know lone wolves die. That's why lone wolves do die. Maybe me and my friends, the anarchists, can go over here. We'll just do our own thing. We won't. When the apocalypse happens, everybody look for me. I'm starting the anarchist organization. We're gonna be fine. Yeah.
Have to walk in, but also walk out.
We gotta walk in, but we also gotta get out of here. You're a rebel. I'm a rebel, Dottie. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you had a concrete turret and a lot of ammo, yeah, I'd be okay. I have friends who keep returning to fight in Ukraine. Wow, that's hardcore. Weren't we supposed to try and protect them? We were supposed to. We actually made a deal with them that we would protect them if Russia attacked because they got rid of their nuclear weapons. But hey, if they kept their nuclear weapons, we wouldn't have this problem right now. Bad mistake. Never give up your nukes. Never give up nukes. If you have nuclear material, don't give it up. Don't do it. No matter what America promises, don't do it. You need fireworks to draw the drones like helicopters. Ooh, I like that. Put fireworks up. I like that idea. Bottle rockets? I like that. I'll make sure to remember that. When the apocalypse happens, I'm going to raid. Everyone else will be raiding the gun shop. I already got guns. I'll be raiding the fireworks munition place. The fireworks stores. I'll raid them. No one's going to be thinking about that. And I'll just amass a bunch of fireworks so that if there are drones, I'll shoot up the fireworks and confuse the drones. I love that idea. Good job. I like that. I don't know, Jack. You seem more like a Stanley Fish type soldier. I'm more of like Maverick. Maverick, you've always been a captain. You should be an admiral by now. You're 65 years old, Tom Cruise, and you ain't done nothing with your career. How come? I'm a Maverick. Can't follow orders. Can't do it. You do one more circus flyby like that, Maverick, I'll be having you flying rubber dog shit from Chinatown. Can't do it. I can't stop who I am. I'm Maverick, baby. I was inverted. I'm Maverick. I was inverted. Don't you love that part? And that's my favorite part when Kelly McGillis is like, how did you flip off the other guy? We were inverted. I'm basically Maverick from Top Gun. I can't be in the military. They would kill me. I'd be directly in jail if I were, because I'd be like, come on, well, why do I fuck you? I don't want to do that.
The buzz stays with you, ringing in your ears for hours later. No respite.
Yeah, Goose. Goose was Maverick. Well, I was inverted. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose is the same as use the Force, Luke. Talk to me, Obi-Wan. Talk to me.
The grey smoke. Perhaps it hit the net.
Oh, the net worked.
Loud. You could hear the shrapnel landing on the tarmac, clearly targeting that armored vehicle.
It is hard to see how this grind is a win, but it is.
Oh, that was classy. Pulitzer Prize for that. It's hard to see, and they're showing the... Hold on a second. Check this out. What a genius editing. That whoever did the editing here, fucking brilliant.
Mike,
Watch.
clearly targeting an armored vehicle.
It is hard to see.
It's hard to see. They're showing a picture of a teddy bear crucified on a cross with no eyeballs. It's hard to see. Clever work. Whoever's working in your editing department, doing good work.
How this grind is a win, but it is. Ukraine.
It's hard to see how this grind is a win. But it is. Well, I'll take your word for it. How is this a win?
Foot, robots in support, automation replacing scarce troops, holding ground. The drones never stop, but neither does Ukraine. Adapting, learning, engineering this new warfare, and hoping any edge sustains long enough to put Russia in reverse.
Look, we're not at the stage here where it seems as though Ukraine is...
The thing is, though, I feel like those bullets that they're shooting, those gotta be heavy rounds, right? They're probably like 5.56 or whatever. But like, shouldn't they just be using shotguns? Am I crazy here? I think shotguns are the way to go here. Why are they using... It's harder to hit them. The bullets are more expensive. Shotgun rounds are cheaper. First day stuff, guys. It's just first day stuff. Just first day, okay? Why aren't we using shotguns? Why are we using this? Maybe they are somehow... maybe they do have a spread. Maybe it is kind of a shotgun effect. Maybe... I don't know. Those bullets seem weird. They're using rubber bullets? No, that can't be true. That can't be true. Are they really? They're using 5.56, right? They're probably using NATO rounds. I'm guessing they're using NATO rounds, but that's just a guess. The weak and slow go early, back to the basics. Man, that's the thing. Like, I think that in that type of war, maybe I'd be okay because, like, they don't care. They're like, hey, just can you go over that direction? I'll be like, all right, boss, let's go. We don't care how you get there. Just get there. Okay. Let's go! I think that'd be good. Do shotgun bullets even go that high? I mean, sure, I've shot as high as a drone. Yeah, I mean, like, I've shot clay pigeons, those clay discs. I've shot those very, very far. Shotguns go pretty far. And they go like this. And the further away you go, you get like a bigger spread. And you only need to get like one of those propellers. You don't need to destroy the whole thing. You just need to get... Drones are pretty weak. After 50 yards. Is that... Well, after 50 yards? 50 yards is half a football field. How far are these drones? I guess you're right. Maybe, but not all they're not all the same. The spreads there's different calibers and different types of shotgun slugs. There's slugs and shells, and there's different stuff that you can do with it. They have 5.56 that break into like 5 pieces for drones. That's what I was thinking. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Something like that. All right, that makes more sense to me. Okay, I kind of figured it was something like that, some kind of round that does spread out a little bit. So that's probably what they got. Okay. All right. Then it's probably not so expensive. Those 5.56 are pretty cheap, but I was thinking shotgun would be cheaper. You better shot than Cheney's guy. I don't know. Well, I don't usually drink when I'm shooting shotguns. So yeah. Yeah. Did military invent screamer bots yet? Yeah. That's the screamer bot. Damn it, that's my screamer bot. Well, depending on the choke, right? Yeah, exactly. The choke could be different. It depends on what kind of, and how long the barrel is. There's a lot of parameters when it comes to shotguns, right? But it just made me think, like, there's got to be some kind of spread on these things because just shooting, you got to be a really good shot. If it's 50 yards away and you're shooting with a 5.56 and it's moving and you're on the ground and you're aiming straight up, you're a pretty good shot at that point. At 5.56, when I've shot 5.56s, even at 50 yards, it's pretty hard, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, it's pretty hard. 25 yards is pretty tough. Even with a big rifle, it's kicking and shit. Like, it's got a 5.56 got a pretty good kick on it. Like a 9mm. I prefer assault rifles with smaller caliber, but you know, military or law enforcement sales only. My one shotgun has an adjustable choke. It's pretty cool. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Imagine trying to hit something the size of a cat. That's what I mean. It's so small. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe it's just because my limited experience, right? I'm not Mr. I'm not like I'm a gun owner and I have some experience. I'm not Mr. Experience though, okay? I'm not an expert. But every time I've shot a moving target in the sky, it's been with a shotgun. Every time. I've never taken a pistol and tried to shoot something in the sky. I've never tried that. I've never tried a rifle shooting something moving in the sky. I've shot, terrestrial objects at long distances with rifles. But if something's flying around the sky, my experience is you got to have a shotgun. So when I see people in Ukraine with like high-powered assault rifles, you saw how much that fucker was kicking too. Pop, 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 pop. It's got to be. But he had a weird muzzle thing on there. Something. He had some kind of attachment. That might have been just a suppressor for the flare, right? I don't know. But someone said that it does split up into projectiles. So you aim for 1 inch at 100 yards, but not a moving target. You don't aim at a moving target 1 inch at 100 yards. A drone moving around straight over your head is very different at trying to shoot a target at 100 yards. Yeah. Where did I learn to shoot? Well, America. I mean, I learned to shoot in the deserts of California, the farms of Virginia, the shooting ranges of Las Vegas. I don't know, all over the world. I shot guns all over America. Not really all over the world. Yeah, I thought, it was just flash suppressant, right? I think that's all it was. You can hear them well before you see them, drones. Yeah, I guess you can hear them first. But they can see you, right? Yeah, it's like shooting birds. Again, shotguns. You don't shoot birds with rifles. You don't spray and pray. You got to lead it. Oh, God. Oh, God. What was that movie where they say you kill women and children? When the guy's in a Vietnam helicopter and he's picking off people. What movie was that where he's like, you shoot women and children? How do you shoot women and children? And he says, I don't lead them as much. Yeah, flash suppressor. Yeah, you got it. Leading your shot is all math. Well, was that Platoon? God, man, that was a good movie. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Anyway, there you go. There's the Ukraine
winning the war, but
we're still killing people in Ukraine, by the way. Russia is still killing people in Ukraine.
Overarching sense of dread of the
Donald Trump's best friend is still murdering people in Ukraine.
Past year or so that they were losing inevitably, that's certainly gone. And it's their use of technology to bridge the acute manpower crisis they're facing. It's their deep strikes inflicting pain in the heart of Russia's motherland. And it's also, I think, at times Moscow's pain and problems appear to be acute, if not at times worse than that of Kiev. A real sense of a change in the mood here in Ukraine's favor.
I feel like you could do... Okay, just first day stuff. First day on the job in the war in Ukraine. Wouldn't you just want to have okay, they got a pretty long battery life, right? What if you put a bunch of drones up and they just flew over your net? And if something got close to them that they didn't recognize, they could just bump into them and then they both fall. Because have you ever flown a drone? They're not they're not really good at staying in the air. If anything touches them, they fall. So I feel like you could put a net of drones up because they're not expensive. Just put a bunch of them up, and every 40 minutes or so, you bring them down, you put the other ones up. You bring them down, put the other ones up. You're charging. You're keeping them in the air. You're maintaining the fleet. You're just going back and forth like a drone dome. A drone dome. A drone swarm. I'm thinking like a drone dome. Maybe that's what we need. Fuck an iron dome. Fuck a golden dome. I'm talking a drone dome. They have a short battery life. Yeah, but you can overcome that by rotating them. Humans have a short battery life too. That's why you got the changing of the guards, right? That's why you got to change them up. You got to every couple hours you got to move them out. And the battery life is just going to get better. So you just keep as many in the air as you can, and you just drone dome. Ooh, EMP and balloons. EMP is a good idea. EMP, balloons. Balloons is what they used against the Luftwaffe in London. They put the balloons up so that the planes couldn't come in. Yeah. They are using balloons. That makes sense. That's what I was thinking too, Jack. Just a wall of drones. Yeah, just a lot of you wouldn't need that many really. If you could program them, because you could AI that shit. Actually, you don't even have to program. You could have just people sitting in one guy sitting controlling 10 drones, and he can move them all back and forth. In fact, you don't even need that many because they can be doing this, right? They can be moving. They're not stationary. They're moving back and forth, and then in 40 minutes time, up comes the next one. Whoop. Oh, these guys are charging now. These guys are charging. These guys are charging. These guys are moving back and forth. Nobody can get us. Okay. Oh, these guys are out of batteries. This one comes. This one comes. This one. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is a call-in show, everybody. This is a call-in show. The link is in the chat. This is a call-in show. It is 8:15. In 45 minutes, I will be live on the Watching Humans podcast. #1 War Ideas morning show. Yes, it's the #1 War Ideas morning show. You nailed it. Man, it is crazy though, right? Look at this. While they're doing that in Ukraine, this is what we're doing in America. We're doing this in America. So there's a woman. She's just doing her California thing. She's jogging with her little. I don't know what these strollers are called. Are they even called strollers? Joggers? I think they're joggers. I don't know what they're called, but they're strollers built for jogging.
You can hear the gunshots.
Holy
shit. A person scrambling to push a stroller to safety.
Get that
as the
kid.
suspect
Get
opens
that
fire in a San Diego neighborhood. And here, glass.
Damn. That guy tipped over his baby, tried to get the baby out of the stroller. He's like, fuck it, we're taking the stroller. Run with the stroller. Man. Look at this. This is what we're doing in America.
Breaking as more shots come from that very vehicle. Police say just minutes before that shooting, 2 gunmen unleashed a deadly rampage at a mosque, sending school kids running for their lives. 2 senior law enforcement officials telling NBC News the gunmen have been identified as 18-year-old Caleb Vasquez and 17-year-old Kane Clark. And 3
What? Wait, hold on.
Officials telling NBC News the gunmen have been identified as 18-year-old Caleb Vasquez and 17-year-old
Kane and Caleb. What the hell? Man, are we? Who's writing this? Who's writing this part of the? Be better if it was Cain and Abel, but Cain and Caleb. Holy shit! This is some biblical shit here. These people. Cain kind of looks. I thought Cain was. Never mind.
Kane Clark, and 3 senior law enforcement officials tell NBC News they're trying to authenticate a document purportedly written by the suspects full of anti-Islamic and anti-Semitic views, also describing themselves as anti-Trump. Outside the car where police
anti-Trump? They're anti-Trump and anti-LGBTQ and anti-Muslim? Oh my gosh. They're communist anarchists. Oh no. This is the Be Ready show. Yeah, the No More War show. This is the No More War show. Is this show sponsored by Lockheed? Yes. This Earth show sucks. Who writes this? Yeah, who writes this shit? Kane Clark and... Yeah, Kane looks like a Canaanite. Oh, no, not a Canaanite. No matter what Iran decides to do, I think we can all agree Donald Trump cannot have a nuclear weapon. I mean, he keeps on posting posting pictures of himself on the internet, pushing the red button. Like, anybody who does that shouldn't have a nuclear weapon, can't be trusted.
A bottle with a Nazi SS symbol. They didn't discriminate on who they hated. And at 9:40 a.m. Monday, 2 hours before the killing spree, police say Clark's mother called police.
Wait, so they have bottles with the Nazi SS symbol? All right, hear me out. Could it have been a KISS logo? Because the S and the S in KISS, it looks like the S and the S from the Gestapo, from the secret, the Geheimstaatspolizei, the Schutzstaffel, the Schutzstaffel. Yes, he does, Sky. Yes, he does. Some security guard with 8 kids was killed by those punks. Yeah, I know. I saw. We talked about it yesterday. That security guard, I mean, if you're going to kill anybody, you kill the security guard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, not saying that's good or anything. Where did that happen? San Diego. This happened in San Diego, right down the street from me, about an hour away from my house. San Diego. All this shit went down.
The reporter's suicidal son had run away, taking his parents' weapons and car. Police started a search.
Suicidal child runs away, takes weapons and car. 30 guns? 30 is a lot. KISS can't use their logo in Germany. Is that real? I believe it. I believe that. Yeah, the SS and the KISS looks like the Schutzstaffel. Maybe that's what was on the bottle. I don't know. You couldn't call in, really? Okay. Sometimes the link don't work none. Here you go. Here's the link now. Not to be confused with the Stoopwaffel. I love Stoopwaffel. That's all right. Okay, now there's a new link in the chat. I'm sorry that the other one didn't work, but this one is, you'll have to somehow copy and paste it. I'm sorry. Probably won't work on mobile.
Including at a mall and school, when 2 hours later, the first reports of gunfire at the mosque. And then that second shooting scene. Just blocks away, branches still on the ground after police say the gunman opened fire on a landscaper. One bullet grazing off his helmet, another embedded right here.
Shit, good thing that guy was wearing a helmet. Why would they kill the landscape? Oh, they're Nazis. I forgot, they're just Nazis.
In this very home. And tonight, we're learning more about the victims. Amin Abdullah, Mansour Kaziha, and Nader Awad.
I think they should stop showing a picture of him, like, I don't know. I know everyone's talking about the security guard, but they keep on showing that picture of him. It's really hard for me to emphasize with a guy covered in, like, bulletproof shit, walking around with his hands on his lapel. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it sucks he got killed, bro, but was tacked out. Probably didn't practice as much as he talked about it. Yeah. Positrack, that's kind of where I'm at on that. I'm just saying, like, stop showing the picture of him all tacked out. Exactly. There, that's all I'm saying. Yes. You're having a tornado warning? No! Oh, Smoking Blondie yesterday. Actually, this morning on Redfin, the condo that I want to buy, once I sell this place, it just went down $10,000. And immediately I was like, maybe I should drop the price on my house $10,000. Maybe since that one went down $1,000 down, I should drop mine $10,000 down so I could sell it more quickly. And if they drop theirs $10,000, I'll drop mine $10,000. Huh? I got to get out of California. I got to go. I got to get out of California, man. I love it, but I got to go. I love it, but I got to go.
Police say Abdullah opened fire on the suspects, and all three heroically distracted the gunman away from the mosque before police arrived.
I truly believe that's what saved the 140 kids that were just inside.
Tonight we spoke to Imam.
It's too bad we couldn't save those 160 kids we killed in Iran, huh? I'm glad that 140 kids were saved by these 3 dead guys, but it just kind of reminds me that 160 kids were killed by the American government.
Taha Hussein, who said Abdullah also sent a critical warning. Even in the middle of a gunfight, he grabbed his radio and said what?
He sent a message, a notification to all the teachers and the staff inside the building that there is an active shooter inside the building. At the last moment of his life, he thought about saving the lives of the kids and everyone inside this building. As this investigation is...
That picture, right? Like this picture does not make me feel sorry for this guy. I mean, I know I'm a dick about this. Look, I'm just being honest here, okay? Just being honest. I don't feel sorry for someone who looks like this all tacked out. Not like looks like this physically, but I'm talking about like he looks like he's Bane. He looks like Bane in Batman. Holding on to his vest and everything. Oh, Mr. Commissioner Gordon. I mean, I don't want to make fun of the guy. I mean, the dude's dead. But they need to stop showing this picture. This picture's bad. This picture ain't good. Don't. I just want speed. I need to go fast. It's sad, yes. Different market, Sky. Yeah, you're right. He need a tack helmet too. Oh God, he needed a tack helmet too. Oh, that's mean. Everyone's on the vertical stream. Is everyone on the vertical stream? Is that true? I can't tell. I can only tell major numbers. I can tell like how many people. I can't see how many people are watching on Kick. I can only see Twitch and YouTube. I could just see two numbers. It doesn't tell me like vertical or horizontal or anything. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you put a donation, you put a penny in the pot today, you'll help the Skyjack Morgan Coffee Fund. Also, I'll be buying a house soon, and I'll need to move, and they're nickeling and diming me. I'm trying to get out of this house and move to someplace cheaper so I can actually keep doing YouTube. I'm actually leaving California in order to keep doing YouTube. That's actually literally what I'm doing. Am I fucking crazy? Should I just get a job selling dead animal parts instead? You let me know in the chat.
Money, power, politics. Last night we told you about the president's astounding investment activity with more than 3,700 trades in just the first quarter of this year. Well, Yahoo Finance is reporting that according to new financial disclosures, 94 of those trades were done with the Magnificent Seven stocks. Those companies, those major, massive tech companies that the president and his administration were not only meeting with.
Trump traded $50 million last quarter. This is insider trading. How do you justify insider trading, JD Vance? No, you guys are the worst ones. Of course I'm against. Did you see somebody asked him this, asked JD Vance, why is it okay for Donald Trump to do insider trading if you've got such a problem with everybody else doing it? Come to Buffalo. I can't come to Buffalo. It's too cold. I can't do Buffalo. Bane, you fight like a younger man. Admirable, but mistaken. Commissioner Gordon is a liar. The people of Gotham deserve a hero. Of course.
But also promoting publicly. An analysis from Yahoo Finance shows Trump loaded.
Like the best part of that movie, there's like with Bane, there's the two parts. Like there's a part where with Littlefinger from Games of Thrones is on the airplane. He's like the CIA guy, and he takes off the mask, and then they rip off the plane wings. That's pretty dope, right? That shit's pretty cool. And they like rescue Bane somehow that way. It's really weird, but it's pretty cool. And then there's the part where like Bane puts his back of his hand on the guy's. Do you feel like you're in control here? Do you feel like you have the upper hand? Yeah. Do you feel like you're in control? That's pretty cool. I like that part. I like the part where the Scarecrow is pretending to be a judge too and like trying the rich people of Gotham. That part's pretty fun. I like that part. I also like the part where they put all the cops. For some reason, they decide that they're going to send every police officer they have into the sewers of Gotham. That's pretty funny. I love that shit. That's very comic booky. I like that. We're going to send all the cops. All of them? Yes, every single one. Send them all into the sewers of Gotham. All right. You don't think we should keep a couple up above? Nah. Put them all down there.
Up on shares of Apple and Alphabet while he was trimming down on Tesla holdings. And when all was said and done, the trades were valued at between $50 and $70 million across 64 buy orders and 30 stock sales. Yahoo Finance also reporting that Trump's account is managed by his company, which said trades are overseen by third-party institutions. In a statement following the disclosures, Trump Organization said, quote, neither President Trump, his family, nor the Trump Organization plays any role in selecting, directing, or approving specific investments. They receive no advance notice of trading activity and provide no input regarding investment decisions or portfolio management of any kind, end quote. I'm racing through that because I'm dying to get a reaction from my dear friend Bill Cohen. He is a former Wall Street banker turned journalist and founding partner of Huck, and John Harwood is here, a veteran Washington correspondent and distinguished fellow at Duke University. He's a columnist for Zateo on Substack. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I wish I could generate the same kind of anger that Miles Taylor did in the last segment, because, I mean, there are rules and there's the appearance of inequity. There's the appearance of impropriety, and Donald Trump just goes for it. I don't think he cares about any of that. Every other president in the history of the United States would have put this his portfolio in a blind trust, and Donald Trump hasn't done any of that. He still owns his company. He still is in control of it. He's turned it over to his kids, who do exactly what he wants. So, I mean, I'm sure he's not sitting there picking stocks, right? I'm sure he's not telling his brokers which ones to.
Yeah, that's what JD Vance says. Oh, he's not the one doing it. He's got an investment. He's got people doing that for him. Yeah, but he knows which. But he's the one doing the policy. He's the one doing this shit. He's controlling which way the stocks go. It's insider trading, dude. Martha Stewart went to jail for this. Don't forget, Martha Stewart went to prison for doing this shit at a much smaller scale. And this asshole, I just like him.
Go for it, but I think they can tell pretty much who he's hanging around with, what they should be doing.
But there are rules, or aren't they? Because, Sean, this is just the tip of the iceberg when you really get down to the president's conflicts of interest. The Defense Department just inked a deal with a drone company backed by Eric and Don Jr. A firm in the United Arab Emirates has taken a $500 million stake in the Trump family cryptocurrency business, and the manager of Trump's New Jersey golf club is reportedly helping plan the repairs of the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. Like,
I love how exasperated everybody is. Like, what are we supposed to do here? This person's so fucking corrupt. What are we supposed to do? They're so goddamn corrupt. This guy's, Ulysses S. Grant is often referred to as like one of the most corrupt presidents of all time because of his cronyism. He appointed all of his friends to do shit, and his friends all did really bad shit. And he didn't make any money, but all of his friends just ate the country alive, embezzled a bunch of money, ruined the country. It was very nasty shit after the Civil War. It was very bad what happened after the Civil War, and Ulysses S. Grant became president. And he ended up dying poor, but Donald Trump will not die poor because he's the one actually doing it. In the beginning, I used to compare Donald Trump to Ulysses S. Grant, but he's nowhere near. Ulysses S. Grant was an angel compared to this guy. A fucking angel compared to Donald Trump. Donald Trump makes Ulysses S. Grant look like the Pope. Actually, no, not like the Pope. It makes him look like someone who's very trustworthy. Can you trust? I don't trust anybody, though. I don't know. Who's very trustworthy these days?
we've passed the idea of a conflict of interest. John?
This is naked corruption by a president who is about to turn 80 years old. He's going to be president for a couple of more years. When you're 80 years old, who knows how much longer you're going to live. He's losing all inhibitions, constraining his conduct. He doesn't have anyone around him constraining his conduct. And he's turning this administration into a smash and grab operation.
A good point. 80-year-old. If you're 80 years old, I mean, how many more years you got left? What do you care what people think of you? What do you care? Just smash and grab, make as much money as you can, give it all to your kids, I guess. Just to see if you can get away with it. He doesn't give a shit. He has no scruples. No fear either. Live life like Donald Trump, everybody. You should be living your life like Donald Trump. Do whatever you want. There's no repercussions. Do whatever you want to do. If they get you, they get you. But they probably won't get you. Do whatever you want. They probably won't even catch you.
The heist of that taxpayer money that you talked about in the previous segment. And then you have a president
You trust Chip? Donald Trump makes Ulysses S. Grant look like Chip.
who is openly buying and selling stocks while manipulating the value of those stocks, talking up Micron after he's bought their stock. Same with Dell Computer. The interests of his children getting contracts. This is so grotesque. But it's becoming dangerous for Trump, I think, for the reason that Miles Taylor mentioned earlier. Donald Trump, as the New York Times poll showed this week, is now down to 37%.
Doesn't matter. 37% of fucking nobodies. 37%. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what that means when people say 37% of Americans support Donald Trump. It doesn't matter because those 37 people, those 37 out of 100 people, they are all over America. And what Republicans and MAGA realizes is that our vestige of slavery, the Electoral College, that's easily manipulated because you don't need to give a fuck about most of America. 37% of Americans, they like me. That doesn't matter. As long as those 37% of those of Americans live in the places you need them to live, which they do, as is evidenced by what happened in Kentucky. We know where those people live. 70, it could be 80% of Americans hate Donald Trump. It doesn't matter because if 20% of Americans like Donald Trump and they live in the right districts, he could be president forever. He could do whatever he wants. He might not be able to amend the Constitution, but that doesn't matter because the Constitution doesn't matter anymore. Donald Trump already shredded the Constitution. None of it matters anymore. It's over. The game is over.
Approval. Democrats have a double-digit lead in the generic ballot. The more he does, the more outrageous things he does, the more he's turning this election into something that is not a Republican versus Democrat election. It is a MAGA against the rest of America election. And the rest of America is a lot bigger than MAGA. And if he keeps whittling down his base or the people approving his performance to just that hardcore base, that's going to end badly for the Republican Party. It's going to end badly for Trump.
Bill, naked corruption. What do the people that you cover say about this? Because I'll tell you, I called a major CEO.
Game over, man. Donald Trump's like, my favorite part of corruption is when it's naked. Is corruption a 12-year-old? Because I love naked corruption. Did you name your 12-year-old corruption? She's naked. I love women, but I love little girls named corruption even more, especially when they're naked. Oh, I love it. They're so nice. They're so nice. The thing I love about little girls is that they kind of look like little boys. They kind of look like little boys, but it's not gay. It's not gay if you are with a little girl because she looks like a little boy. It's not gay. Okay? Arnold Palmer's schlong is so beautiful. Did I tell you about Arnold Palmer's schlong? I so hope hell is real. It ain't. It ain't. Sorry, buddy. Game over, man. Well, once they put the midterms in the trash, it's game over. That's already... The fix is in, buddy. The fix is in. He got about 20 billionaires in his pocket. That's all you need. That's all you need. Yeah, it's disgusting. Of course it's disgusting. Donald Trump is disgusting. He's a child molestor. Molester? Molestor. Molestor? Or is it molester? Lester the molester. Donald Trump is molester. That's it. Jan, the problem is the Bible was corrupted by nobles, so it never got published. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. The rich got it.
About 5 days ago.
All right, I'm done with this. Naked. It's naked, guys, and corruption's naked. MS Now is very upset about it. What are you going to do about it? Well, nothing. Don't do anything about it. All right, don't do nothing. Whatever you do, do not go to the streets and start a revolution. Whatever you do, violence, guys, violence isn't the answer, okay? Just violence isn't the answer. Stop saying that we should be violent, okay? Stop. The only ones allowed to be violent is the state. The government's the only one allowed to be violent. They can kill as many of us as they want. Don't you touch a hair on any representative of the state's heads, because violence isn't the answer. You should just pray the corruption away. It works. Prayer works.
About Trump and the IRS. And you know what his answer was to me? Well, Trump's got this $1.2 billion slush fund, $2 billion slush fund. Lena Khan blocking my M&A business cost me more than that. That's the response I got from a major CEO.
There you go. $2 billion, who cares?
All right, welcome back. Democrats can't get their message straight on redistricting.
Fucking Democrats.
To them now, of course, it's all about race.
Fucking, it's all about race, these Democrats. It's all race. They're racing. Oh, yes, who cares? Stop paying attention to all the money we're stealing.
Democrat Steve Cohen is dropping his re-election bid due to redistricting. His new district now reflects a GOP majority. He says Republicans don't have the best voters' interest in mind.
We're colonizing Memphis. So he doesn't help. He thinks he's helping by being benevolent. That's horse manure.
Horse manure.
There's a chance for one Democrat, Chance Moeller, and maybe one Democrat.
That's so funny. When I was a kid, we used to always joke about how old people like, this is horse shit. And for some reason, old people always like, this is horse shit. I want to... I'm getting older, so I should start saying that. This is horse manure. Horse shit. What do you mean I gotta scan this QR code? This is horse shit. Do we have any old people in the chat that call things horse shit regularly? Because that seems to be like an old man thing, right? This is horse shit. I can't believe this shit. I gotta pay another $1. This is horse shit. It's always that guy. Oh, man. I love that. Yes. Million, billion, trillion. It's all just words now, Melissa. Don't you worry, baby doll. It's just a million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, sexquadrillion, cinquabillions. H-E double toothpicks. I always thought it was double hockey sticks. Double toothpicks. This is horse shit. So many people play into the game they made the rules for. Yeah. Say horse shit sometimes to change up from bullshit. You do say horse shit? How old are you? This is horse pookie. Horse pookie. Horse hockey. I've never... I don't say it. I want to start saying it. I need to start saying this more. This is horse shit. This is horse manure is the problem here. Donald Trump stealing $2 billion. This is horse shit. Or if I'm on CNN, this is horse manure. This is horse manure. I ain't gonna stand for it.
And 9 London Lamar state senator who could win and legislate.
This guy looks like a guy who would say horse manure, right? Like.
And have concern for Memphis, but the odds are no, it's not going to happen. And that's why I didn't run.
They are colonizing that district in Tennessee, says white man Steve Cohen. My next guest is looking to win the newly drawn redistrict.
White man Steve Cohen? What?
Charlotte Bergman grew up in Memphis, one of 10 kids in a Christian family. First in her family to graduate college, and Charlotte joins me now. Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte, forgive me for noticing. But you're black. How is that possible? I was told...
That's a weird thing to do. Forgive me for noticing, but you're black. Do you speak for all blacks or just for your blacks? I mean, looks like you're a black. Forgive me for noticing. But all black people think the same, right? That's how we at Fox News, all blacks are the same.
Any black? I was told, no, they had taken it so race, there's never going to be any black representation in Tennessee.
I know. I don't know what's going on with them, but I want to thank you for inviting me. And I'll tell you what, your team is so professional, so great to work with. I'm excited.
Was it really professional? The guy he just said hi to you, by the way, you're black. Is that professional? That seems very unprofessional to me. I've never said something like that to somebody. Oh, my Lord, bless me and my stars a Negro. What, my Lord? Good Lord. Pardon me for noticing, but you seem to be a Negro. My knees ain't grown in years.
And my fans love you.
Thank you. Well, that's great. Well, Charlotte, I make light. I knew before you joined me that you were black. But doesn't it put a point on this?
Fucking hell. Yes, very professional over here at Fox News. This is extremely professional. This is horseshit!
His district. Here are Democrats freaking out about the prospect, I guess, of a white man no longer representing a black majority district. And here you are. You're one of the leading candidates in the newly redrawn district, and you're black.
I certainly am. And I'll tell you what, many of my supporters are still celebrating because Cohen has dropped out. You see, he never did anything really for the average person in the community. People are paying.
I'm practicing my white face. This is my white face that I always like. White people always do this face. Asmund Gold always does that one.
High food prices, people are walking outside in many instances and getting shot. They want safety in their community. People are tired of paying.
Jump at Jehoshaphat and bless my stars a Negro. Fucking hell.
Taxes, freedoms to government. Hey, I'm here, and people are going to receive the things that they want, and they're tired of being called racist. And in Tennessee, we don't play that. And I just.
What, you don't play what? Tennessee is the birthplace of the KKK, and it's still very popular there. What do you mean in Tennessee we don't play that?
Have a word for AOC. If you think you can come down to the South, pull up in the South, girl, you are in trouble. We do not play down here.
AOC, you want to come down to the South? It's always funny. Every time they find these token MAGA... Every time you see a token MAGA minority... they always talk like this. They always sound like they just aren't quite getting something. Like they don't have all the cards in their deck. Something seems like it's not lining up, you know? And then the white guy's always like, "Aren't you charming? Aren't you charming? Oh, we're going to kill your whole family. You don't realize what we're doing, do you? We're going to cut off all your family's hands because they're not harvesting enough rubber trees on the plantation. Oh, my Lord. We are having fun now. I feel like this is what every colonist discovered. They would go to Africa and there'd be some people who were like, oh, I love being colonized. I've been waiting for this day. Yes, it's so nice, so refreshing to meet one of you. Let me tell you. Yes, of course, we're not going to... All of their hands are going to be cut off, not yours. Don't you worry. We're not gonna kill your family. All of everybody else's family, just not yours, because you've decided that you're on our side.
I hear you. That is AOC saying the North ought to pull up to the South. Really quickly, Charlotte, I want to give you this moment because you got 45 seconds left in the show. What is your message to the people of Tennessee?
My message is this. I'm here for you. I won't sit back and allow people to call you racist. I won't sit back and allow them to fiercely show their anger by defunding our police, by indoctrinating our children, by packing the courts, giving them an unfair advantage. Because right now they're mad. Yes. And unfortunately, they're going to try to start a civil war. When I win this election and I stand and sit in front of the opponent.
When I stand and sit in front of the opponent?
Can't call me racist.
All right, Charlotte, best of luck.
Can't call me racist because I'm black. No one's ever sold out their own race before. This is Fox News, man. Look at that. And just to prove our point that we're not racist, we found an unwitting participant in this. It's the same like that lady. I forget her name, but do you remember the lady that was like Cubans for Trump or Latinos for Trump? And then now she's like super anti-Trump because she realizes that like half of her community has been deported. She's like, wait a second, I thought you guys were just going after the criminals. Man, my lord, a colored person. My dear lord, we found one who supports Donald Trump. What a wonderful thing. Like Steven in Django, he's the first one to try to get out of the big house when the shit hits the fan. Yeah, that was Now, Steven! That was Samuel L. Jackson, right? I think that was Samuel L. Jackson, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Melissa, for sure. She ain't going to do okay. But hey, you know what? AOC, she's the problem. She sold out another woman of color and her entire race in the about 2 minutes time on Fox News. Way to go. Way to go. That was fun. Good times. Good times were had by all.
On his flight back from China today, there were two things very clearly on Trump's mind. The first being that Trump...
Yeah, there's a lot of Latinos like that who backed Donald Trump because they thought that, like, yeah, they're all these damn. I was doing an animal rights protest with my very dark brown girlfriend and this other Mexican guy with cara nopal, they call it cara nopal, like he's clearly a Mexican guy, right? And he comes up and he starts talking about Donald Trump and how Donald Trump's going to get rid of all the. He calls them W backs. You're not supposed to say it. And I'm going, bro, like, you'll be the first one on the fucking, what do you mean? You're selling out your own people? Well, you know, these people, he calls them the BNEA. He calls them a lot of bad. He had all the names for the Mexicans. And this guy's he's really Mexican. The guy looks exactly like Mexican person would. If you imagine a Mexican person, that's what this guy looks like. And he's like talking all this smack, using all the racial slurs and talking about how Donald Trump's going to fix it all. It was bizarre. You see it a lot. I wonder how that guy's doing today. I don't think she had met any Latinos yet. She was 5. Who? Kids are way too honest for most people. That's true. Yeah, it was Samuel L. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Steven, yeah. Steven's the first one who wants to leave when the big house starts crumbling, though. Yeah. But how many people did Steven send up the river, you know?
That China has a ballroom. He posted online that we should too. There we go. In another post, Trump announced that Washington, D.C.'s West Potomac Park will be the location for a sculpture garden that he has long pushed for. Trump first proposed this art project back in 2020 at the end of his first term and during the height of the Black Lives Matter protests. Now, after Trump saw protesters vandalize statues of Confederate generals and other leaders, he signed an executive order creating a task force to expeditiously open a national garden of American heroes with statues depicting a group of, well, mostly white men, from George Washington to Davy Crockett to Antonin Scalia, along with some abolitionists and civil rights heroes like Harriet Tubman
Antonin Scalia
and Martin Luther King Jr. There were
Oh yeah, gotta get Tubman and Jr. in there. Gotta get Tubman and King.
30 win figures in total for that initial proposal. So remember that number. Because after Trump lost the 2020 election and Joe Biden took office, this whole thing kind of went away for a while. And of course, now it is back, and it is bigger than ever. Because according to the Washington Post, now the project will feature life-size statues of roughly 250 Americans. Added to the list are Albert Einstein, Alex Trebek, Dr. Seuss, and Kobe Bryant.
What? Alex Trebek? What? Dr. Seuss?
At this point, it's hard to keep track of all of it and all of Trump's vanity projects. We have some of them on your screen right there.
Holy
I mean,
shit, bro. What are we doing? This guy reminds me of like if Christo could do whatever he wanted, this is what he would do.
Destroyed the East Wing and the Rose Garden. He wants a triumphal arch so he can play being a Roman emperor. Now 250 life-size sculptures, I guess, is the latest obsession. And all of these
Dude, just build me a fucking train. Just build me a high-speed rail from coast to coast.
attempts to physically imprint himself on Washington, D.C. just keep getting bigger and more expensive and harder to know who exactly is paying for it. Case in point, the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. We've talked about this week. But at first, Trump said it would cost about $1.8 million to resurface and paint the reflecting pool in front of the Lincoln Memorial bright blue. And if that already sounds like...
He said, my pool guy's going to do it. I got the best pool guys. I built lots of swimming pools, and these swimming pool guys are the best guys.
A whole lot of money to you. Well, this week, the New York Times' David Fahrenthold reported that the project, awarded on a no-bid contract, now costs 7 times that amount, a whopping...
It's against the law to do no-bid contracts, but he did it anyway.
$13.1 million. Whew. Joining me now is David Fahrenthold, investigative reporter for the New York Times. All right, David.
Trebek, was Alex Trebek Canadian? Is that true? Where was Alex Trebek born? Holy shit, Greater Sudbury, Canada. I had no idea. I met Alex Trebek when I was a kid. I met him when I was working at Disneyland. He was like the grand marshal of some shit when they opened something. I forget. The Light Magic Parade. He was... I met Alex Trebek. That was really cool. I thought it was cool back then. I was just a teenager. Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. I had no idea. He died in LA, though, at the age of 80. America, you gave us another one of your favorite sons, and we killed him.
There are a lot of projects to be following and watching and paying attention to, and I think we're all grateful you are doing that. Let me
the
start
Jeopardy
with one
guy.
of the things you reported this week, that the Interior Department staff members have raised concerns about the quality and speed of the repair work that a contractor is performing on the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. You can see some of it there. It's uneven. There are bubbles in it. Explain what those concerns are. Why is that important?
Well, this is a project that, as you said, is a no-bid contract, and the logic of giving it as a no-bid contract was they had to go fast. They wanted to be sure this was ready by July 4th, and in fact, the due date for finishing the pool is supposed to be May 22nd, so it's ready for the summer of celebrations. The problem is, it doesn't seem like it's going to make that deadline, and
It
that's
ain't
partly
gonna make
because
it.
the project is taking longer because there are these defects. We talked about bubbles and pinholes and other things in the layers of waterproofing that you have to go back and fix, and that takes time. And there's also a question about the unevenness of the paint, right? It's not all just one color of blue; it's a number of patches of blue, and there's some concern from the Interior Department about what would that look like when it's finally done and filled with water.
Bad. Well, it won't matter because it'll fill with algae like always. You ever seen the reflection pool? There's a bunch of fucking algae in it. It's not going to, like, why would you paint the bottom of it? It's so stupid.
One of the things we've talked about a bit this week is that Trump kept saying, my pool guy, I have a pool guy. And, you know, he was going to give his contract to this pool guy. And then he kind of reversed course and said he had nothing to do with it.
I don't even know that guy.
You know, you have paid attention to this more than almost anyone. What is going on with it? Where is that
That's
pool?
how he always is. Donald Trump's like, I love this guy. Jeffrey Epstein is my favorite guy in the world. He loves beautiful women just like me, just a little bit younger. I like him at 13. He likes him at 6. I love 13-year-old women. He likes 6-year-old women. We call them women. It makes us feel better. Lets us sleep at night if we call them women when they're 6 years old. But they're little girls. We love little girls, don't we, folks? We love them. They kind of look like little boys. And I love that about them. I love that about them. And then it turns out Jeffrey Epstein's in trouble. I don't even know that guy. Who is that guy? I never heard of him. That guy I heard of. I mean, we both lived in Palm Beach, and I heard of him. We maybe saw him once or twice. Once or twice, I maybe saw him. Did you invite him to your wedding? Well, he was at the wedding. Fucking guy. My pool guy. Hey, your pool guy sucks. I don't even know that guy.
Pool guy, is he involved? How did the no-bid contract happen? Explain it to everyone out there, because I think people are interested.
Well, Trump didn't just sort of say this offhand. He made a big deal about it in the Oval Office, and then he released a separate YouTube video where he told this story. And he said, this reflecting pool has lots of problems. The Biden administration was going to take more than $100 million. Eventually, the story, he got up to $400 million. It was going to cost $400 million to do it their way, but I talked to my pool guy. He can do it for $1.8 million in 2 weeks. And it seems like not much of that was actually true.
Really?
Certainly, it's not going to cost $1.8 million, as you talked about already. But now, after we try to figure out, okay, the people that he hired to do this job, they don't even seem to do pools. They're a company that repairs highway culverts and pipes and fuel tanks. They don't have a pool at all on their website. And they don't do Trump's pool, the pool that he talked about them working on in Northern Virginia. I don't think they've ever worked on it. So who are they? And Trump has now backed off completely from that story, as you said, and said, I don't even know these people. These people that I just said were my pool guy that I found, but no one else can find someone to do this job. I don't even know those people.
So the guy who we were already concerned that was getting a big job because he was a pool guy is not even a pool guy, which is quite something. There is, and you've been reporting on.
Yeah, but it's more about like Donald Trump says I could find these people because I have all these connections. I'm Mr. Connectivity. I know all the guys. I got dirt on everybody. Anybody who ever fucked a kid on Epstein's Island, I know that guy. I've got dirt on him. He'll do it for cheaper. He'll do it for way cheaper if he'll do it with me. I don't even know that guy. Who's that guy? Who called that asshole? I don't know that guy. That guy. But Biden, he would have cost it more, and that would have also done it. All right. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Skyjack Morgan. I'm an independent news and culture commentator, free speech and critical thinking advocate. I have to head over to the Watching Humans podcast, where I will be talking about other stuff with my friend Skylar Thompson. It'll be Skyjack Morgan and Skylar Thompson on the Watching Humans podcast. I appreciate you guys all for joining me. If you want to see the last hour, I will be switching over to that channel on the Watching Humans channel. Please check us out over there, and I'll see you later. And if not, that's okay, baby doll. That's okay. I'll see you tomorrow morning at. I want to try to start early. I'm going to try to start 5 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know if I can get up. I'm trying to train myself to get up earlier. That's why I started at 6:30 today. But I was trying to start at 6, but I woke up at 5, and I was like rushing to get everything done for this show. And it takes time, turns out. It just takes time. Yeah, Watching Humans podcast. Watching Humans podcast is what it's called. All right, thank you, everybody. Love you lots. Illegitimate non-coverundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Because I need you. We need each other. The animals need us most of all. And Godspeed, rebels. Early bird catches the worm. Yeah, I need to wake up even earlier. Why? Says Melissa Sweets. What do you mean why? Why? Why what? Why what? Why wake up even earlier? I want to make a longer show. I think that people like Asmund Gold and them starting at noon and going till 8, they're getting like the demographic of people who wake up late, or like kids at night and stuff like that. But that's not really who I'm all about. I'm more about like most of the people who watch my channel are over 35. Some people are younger, but older, like they're actually professionals. Most people who watch my show are professionals. They're politically engaged, and they wake up early. So, and I want to catch more people from Europe and the East Coast. So if I can start my show at 5 and go until like 1 p.m. or noon, that'd be pretty rad, I think. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you're gonna get more energy in the AM. I think so too. All right, thank you, everybody. Join me. I'm exactly 35. You know your core audience. I'm doing mostly a politics show, and I want to mix in some music and gaming and stuff, but that'll be like in the last couple hours. We'll do like more chill, so it'll be like commentary, call-in show, chill. Like a lot of like traditional, like kind of more old school morning shows. Like the Howard Stern show was kind of like that back in the day, although he did more like news in the end. In the old days, but then he started doing stuff where he did news in the beginning, and he did like the weird sex stuff that he's known for in the end, when it's like or then there were other ones that were like a lot of old school, like Regis and Kathy Lee. They used to do like the long live show, get coffee. Yeah, I'll get better coffee. Exactly. 59. There you go, baby doll. That's what I'm talking about. 59. Those are my people. All right, cool. All right, you're with me? All right, thank you, everybody, for joining. Watching Human Podcast starts in 3 minutes. God damn it, I got to hurry. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you want, go over there. We're going to talk about all sorts of interesting stuff. Very different vibe than this, and I hope that you join me over there. If not, then I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on this channel. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you know when we're live. Godspeed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so friggin' much.